Let's check Twitch. Hopefully I've done this correctly. Again, hopefully it saved everything. It's my hope and dream.
No, that's Diggy Dig.
Yeah, fuck that person. Excuse my French. Screw that person.
Oh, are you? Oh, yeah, we're live. Well,
Yeah.
that's
That's why I said, can you check?
Sure, Diggy Dig. And then you go on YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah. All right.
I think I figured this whole multi-streaming thing out.
Yeah, you got Chrissy Diggs on YouTube. You got Chrissy Diggs on Twitch. You got
Diggs all around.
Diggs all around. Yeah.
Diggs is all the way down.
Diggs all the way down. All right, here we go.
Should be that
okay.
one.
We're joined by me. Greg.
Although it should say July, not June. How do I change the app? I'm gonna have to change it in YouTube.
Yeah, do your thing.
Give me a second. Well, hello anybody and everybody who is watching today.
Currently me.
Oh, hi. Hello. Your volume off, yes.
Probably for the best.
Okay, good. So today is some kind of hot day. I almost said Sunday. It's not Sunday. It's Thursday.
Blisteringly humid.
And I think it's pretty hot everywhere around the world right now, so not an exclusive phenomena for me and you.
Yeah, it's alarming.
But, you know, what are you going to do about it? Currently nothing.
No, we gotta vote. We gotta get people in the office who can
Well, currently,
change. You gotta.
I'm going to draw things. Cause I
Yeah, that's the.
can't really... Changing this to July. Sorry, just a second. But I'm heard it's pretty hot in the States as well, so...
I heard that. I heard there's a story about one of the airlines, I think it was Delta, keeping like a whole plane of people on the tarmac for like 3 hours, and they had to turn back or go back to the gate because people just started passing out on the plane. It was getting super hot.
Oh my god. It's terrifying.
It is terrifying.
I don't know, which is worse, being stuck on a plane for 3 hours on a tarmac or having your plane fill up with smoke?
Oh yeah, that was my experience last month. I was on a plane, and as it took off, it started filling with smoke.
It's terrifying too.
And everyone was like, stop the plane. All right, well, this would not be a fun way to go. But.
So which would you rather?
Well, at least with the plane full of smoke, they knew what the issue was right away. If I felt like with the 3 hour thing, that was just like incompetence.
Yeah.
Like pure incompetence of like for 3 hours.
Yeah.
I will say in defense of United Airlines, they did turn the airplane right back around when they discovered it was filling with smoke. Forget the flight number, but yeah, if you look it up on...
Yeah, it's a Googleable event.
Not fun. Not a fun thing.
Alright, so today, Kurt.
What's up?
We are doing a semi-special sticker.
Ooh.
Semi-special meaning it is seasonal specific.
Mm-hmm.
So can you guess what the theme of the sticker will be?
Global warming.
No.
Related summer.
Yes. Yeah, summer. It's summer. I want to do something fun and summer that reminds me of summertime.
Yeah, sure.
Specifically, probably summertime in Japan.
Summertime Japan, sure.
So what do you think of when you think of summertime in Japan?
A bunch of Japanese people crowded into a tiny water park.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, it can be. Yeah, you've seen pictures of just like...
Oh, like the giant like wave pools with
yeah.
just a plethora of people?
Yes.
Seems very uncomfortable.
Or, like the summer, it's summer of our lives. Let's all dress up in swimsuits and bathing suits and go eat kakigori.
Kakigori.
Yeah, that's good.
That's a good one.
Kakigori.
What about obviously in Japan there's like festivals and things. So,
yeah, ooh.
Like yukata.
Yukata, yeah.
Yukata.
Yukata, they'll wear some jinbeis.
Well.
My favorite. I know that's not a very well-known thing.
Nobody knows what you want to explain what a jinbei is?
Oh, it's just like a Japanese summer wear that looks a little bit like a hakama or like a yukata kind of thing. But just kind of like big shorts and like a big like pullover shirt. They're extremely comfortable, and I wish they would make a comeback.
So it's basically like a not very cute yukata with like no pattern.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh well, they'll have
A little bit of pattern, but it's usually blue, right? It's like indigo stuff.
Yeah, it'll be a subtle pattern.
But they're for guys usually.
For guys I think usually wear them.
Yeah.
They're incredibly comfortable. If you're ever in Japan during the summer, which it seems like a lot of people are, because like 2 million visitors have passed.
Yeah.
It surpassed the 2 million mark in terms of people that visit Japan this season.
Yeah, like almost everybody on my Facebook at some point, it seems, has gone like to Japan this year. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm
And why not?
It's beautiful here. But I don't like you guys coming over here because it gets too crowded and I don't like crowds.
Well, at least we're not in Tokyo.
I got spoiled, I think, with like COVID in a way. Because there's like so many fewer people here.
Oh, yeah.
And so, like for example, I went to Kyoto, like peak like tourist season during COVID, and it was so empty.
Right.
It was kind of nice.
It was nice, yeah. But you know what? People want to see Japan. All that has to
Yeah,
offer.
I get it. It's great here. Come see Japan.
Come visit Japan. It's actually a nice view out here. We have to have the camera facing this way so sunlight comes in.
Wait, I can show you. I was playing with that. I'll show you guys for a second. So, it's really beautiful. It's really sunny, and you can see like the mountains from out here, which is pretty dope.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So, this is where we're working today.
Yeah. Studio Freebell.
Yeah, this is in my house. Just so you guys know, you can't dox me. Alright, so yes. Posting on Instagram really quick so people maybe know I'm live. And then we'll get started. So also, I want to try and do something with watermelon.
Ooh, watermelon's delicious.
Because that's like really big here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really care for watermelon. I know
crazy.
it's blasphemous. But a lot of people do. So.
Melons here are especially.
So I like the other kind of melon.
Like honeydew?
Yeah.
Sure.
That's actually pretty good. Like Japanese melon is like really good.
I am also a fan in general of Japanese melons. Honeydew, cantaloupe, bitter melon, blood melon, ant melon.
Ant melon.
You read ant melons?
No.
That's when you just take a bunch of ants and you just roll them in a ball. And
okay, so
that's
just making shit up.
Well, sometimes you gotta make stuff up in order to lie.
That is how lies work.
That's true.
Yeah. I'm sad. So Instagram keeps telling me to sign up for verification. I keep getting notifications about signing up for verification.
So that they know that you're you?
Yeah, to like get my blue check mark thingy.
Sure.
And then I go and I do it and then I get rejected. It's like the second time that's happened to me and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. They're like, hey, you should try to sign up for verification for your account. And they're like, actually you're not good enough for this. Well, stop talking to me! Like,
stop telling you to verify it.
Yeah, stop asking. I don't understand.
Alright, so...
Anyway.
So, summer, it's watermelon, lack of verification, unverified watermelon farmer. That seems like the direction we're going.
Close. I'm gonna look up a reference picture. I want to do something with fireworks, I think.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Because I want to try and use the like black or the like shininess of the sticker.
Okay.
And like black as like a negative space kind of thing. So that
cool.
the fireworks are sparkly, but the sky is black.
So would you do it on a black background?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. And then just like at the end, I would cut out like holes.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is what I want to do. But first, I should look for reference because I have never drawn a little kid eating a watermelon.
That's right.
And it is good to look for a reference.
Let's hear it. Okay. All right. Your audience can't see these, but there's just a bunch of
various people's.
People eating watermelon. A lot of Japanese, some Japanese people. That's,
Well, it's because I put yukata.
Oh, I see.
Oh, this one's cute.
There you go.
This is a
that's
vibe.
reference.
This is a good jumping point. I know exactly what I'm gonna do. This little kid is not gonna be a kid.
Yeah,
This little kid's gonna be a kid though. Alright.
Got it.
So you guys can't see what I'm looking at, but just know that it is something that I'm going to use. So without further ado, let's get started.
Alright, I'm gonna post this about the 20 people that know me that might care about us streaming. So yeah, that way they can join us if they wanna post in the background. They eat dinner in the West Coast or something, or get home from work.
Yeah, I was trying to find a good time to do this because of time zone stuff. So hopefully this works out. If it doesn't work out, then I'll have to try a different time. But nevertheless,
I feel like consistency is just important, right? Like
you think so? Just
yeah, if you just
every time the same time.
Yeah, well, I'm not an expert in streaming time zones or whatever, but
Yeah, neither am I. I feel like the most successful people who stream just stream 24/7.
and until that kind of makes sense.
That's like a thing now. I was watching H3 the other day or yesterday, and they were talking about this guy.
Yeah.
They saved his life basically on stream while they were streaming.
They what? Saved his life?
Yeah, because so he was live streaming he's 24-hour live streaming, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so then he's trying Fusi tube, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to the airport.
Okay.
And so a lot of these people who stream IRL, they will put the speech to text donation thing on.
Uh-huh.
So when people donate money, it will say out loud what whatever they write, whatever,
Sure.
And there was a YouTuber a while back whose name I forget, who he went to the airport and he was doing that IRL streaming, and somebody text to speeched a bomb threat. And then the FBI came and arrested him, and it basically ruined his whole career.
Okay.
Because he got in trouble with the law.
Right.
And so Twitch was yeah, you're canceled. You can't be on here anymore.
Okay.
So they got rid of him, and then so that happened.
Jesus. Okay.
So yesterday, Fusi was trying to go to the stupid airport.
Yeah.
And he the H3 was just randomly talking about him, and then they came upon his stream. He was streaming live.
Yeah.
And then they were Fusi, don't do it. Don't go to the airport. And he didn't believe them, and they were trying to convince him and hurriedly trying to get him to stop doing it.
Sure.
And finally they broke through to him, and he ended up not going to or streaming at the airport.
Ah, I see.
And so they basically saved his life or his livelihood,
Mm-hmm.
by circumventing this horrible situation.
People being.
Because people are gonna be stupid, right? They're gonna.
Yeah.
He's Arabic or Middle Eastern.
I see.
So of course people are gonna screw with him about it,
That's messed up.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so don't live stream towards the airport. That's I've learned a valuable lesson for you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, internet, for being terrible.
Yeah. So internet can be awful to people. So.
Yeah.
But anyway, I thought that was funny. I don't remember why I brought that up.
We're talking about streaming your whole life.
Oh yeah, 24-hour streamers. So that has become trendy.
Cool. So you're using red here.
Hmm?
So you're drawing the person in red. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, it's easier to see. I mean, I could just be not goofy and just do white background, but I don't know. Black looks cool to draw on sometimes.
Black does look cool.
So.
It reminds me of Tribe Called Quest a little bit.
Why?
I think their second album or second or third album, The Low End Theory. It was kind of like that. It was black background, and then a lot of red, greens, and yellows coming out. So.
Well, I'm not going to keep the red. The red is
just a
temporary state.
Bonita, Low End Theory. Trying here. Well, anyway, I like Tribe Called Quest, so, and they have very nice album covers.
Did I tell you I saw them in New York?
You for the last show ever, right?
Yeah.
Oh, this thing right here, The Low End Theory.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. Although one of my favorite hip hop albums of all time, Midnight Marauders, came after that. Very, very good album. That's the one with the song from the Wayne's Brothers show. Which, if you're, not a...
Is that the one we were dancing to the other day?
Yeah. If you're not a Zoomer, you probably remember that.
You're like, what is Wayans Brothers?
The Wayne's Brothers. Remember the Wayne's Brothers? In Living Color?
I know, I'm saying...
I know, I'm just kidding. People don't
Yeah,
know.
in Living Color? Like, what?
You guys remember Living Color?
Seriously?
Yeah, probably the better reference point.
House Party?
House Party. Kid and Play.
You know, they're remaking House Party. Yeah, that's Kid and Play, isn't it? They're remaking House Party. Do you know that?
I hope they're just remaking it with Kid and Play and they're just like 57.
No, it's like young people.
No. I mean...
Maybe it'll be canceled because of the strike. I don't know.
I mean, I imagine house parties are still a thing post-COVID.
Yeah,
with
everybody. Young people party.
Young people party, yeah.
Isn't that right, children?
Former husband has a good point in your chat.
Oh, hello.
They say you can do what you want to do. That's
Is that a reference for something, or is that just a general affirmation?
Sounds like a lyric from In Living... In Living Color.
You can do what you want to do.
In Living Color. I can't hit that high note. You can be what you want to be.
I don't remember.
Yeah, dude, that song slaps.
I was like a wee lass when In Living Color was a thing. I can like vaguely remember it.
Yeah.
Fire Marshal Bill is from that, right?
Yes.
That's where Jim Carrey got his start,
Jim Carrey,
right?
that's Jim Carrey's launching point.
I feel like a lot of people don't know that.
That Jim Carrey got his
On a predominantly black TV show.
Yeah. I mean, that's why he was so outstanding though. Like, it was a pretty good cast, but he was like the stand-up.
He was the white guy.
He was a white guy, but he was also like the energy about him, like just his energy in general.
He's just a good actor or a good comedian.
Although arguably that's why they had him on there. They needed a white guy, and he was like.
Well, yeah, he was the token white guy.
Yeah.
As opposed to the token black guy.
That's right. Yeah.
On like.
They also had a token white girl. I forgot her name.
Yeah, they had to have a female and a male to play the white characters. That's what they do on SNL. They have an Asian one and a black one and that's it, and mostly white people.
Yeah. And then the people of color, they play Pakistani, Indian.
Yeah. Anything they need to.
Yeah, whatever they need.
Yeah, Maya Rudolph has been like every ethnicity when she was like on SNL.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let me color. And then I guess the best reference point to the modern day is probably like that Bruno Mars video where he just does a tribute to In Living Color.
Yes.
I don't like that video.
I don't know.
The Fly Girls.
I don't know.
You don't remember The Fly? That's another one who got their start on In Living Color. Jennifer Lopez. Oh wait.
Oh yeah.
I think it was Jennifer Lopez.
Somebody.
I think
it was J-Lo.
Jennifer Lopez used to be a fly girl.
Or
Former husband, if you know. Pipe in.
Or was it what's her name? Fergie?
Was Fergie on In Living Color?
I don't know.
Let's look it up.
Thanks, internet. You're like my real life chat GPT.
That's right. It's the first ChatGPT. No, I don't think they did. Wait, no. No, I don't think she was.
Is this like a Mandela effect for me?
Maybe. Jennifer Lopez, though, in Living Color. Let's check that out. The answer is yes. She had a. She or maybe it was anyway, we're not talking about all these sort of these fast dance and hip hop stars, but yeah, maybe Rosie Perez too. I don't know. I'll dig deeper later to see.
Hands are hard.
Former husband says that they remember that like Matt Rife on Wild 'N Out. Wild 'N Out, I've only seen clips of those shows because those are fun like clip shows where you got like the best ofs, and they're razzing on each other and.
I don't know what this is.
Wild 'N Out is Nick Cannon's show.
Oh.
Yeah, where they have rap battles and so on.
Here's a hot take. I don't like Nick Cannon.
Is that a hot take though?
I don't know. People like him. I don't like him.
That's fine to not like.
He has like weird opinions about a lot of things.
He has a lot of kids.
Yeah, right? No, and it's like he has this like agenda to like repopulate. Like he wants to have as many kids as possible. That's like a goal of his, a personal goal. But like imagine you cannot be a great dad if you have like 20 children across like a bunch of different women, right?
Well, he's going by the Genghis Khan playbook.
Basically, yeah. Him and Elon are doing that thing where they're just like, I'm gonna repopulate the world with
Jeez.
me.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Oh.
Former husband that has a good point that In Living Color was like the Mickey Mouse Club. Yeah, a lot of people got started there.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. I like vaguely. I remember watching it, but I don't remember what it was about. Like, I was too little.
I feel like you think that's something they could bring back.
Sketch comedy?
Well, any sketch comedy sells.
No, I'm just
kidding.
In Living Color?
I guess there were like spiritually something like Key and Peele.
I like the Black Lady comedy show.
Oh, Black Lady comedy show. Yeah,
That show's, I think it's called Black Lady Comedy Show. I don't know what it's called. I always just watch, me and my friend watch Black Lady Courtroom.
Yeah.
I'll show you Black Lady Courtroom.
Yeah.
Black Lady Courtroom. Black Lady Courtroom. It's good. I like it.
I like this. Yeah, it's quite funny.
Me and my
that's not the name of the show. Is it Black?
I don't know. Just do Black Lady Courtroom. It'll tell you.
Black Lady Sketch Show.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Courtroom Kiki. Yeah.
It's Black Lady Sketch Room. Sketch show. Yo, drawing new clothes is hard.
Oh yeah. Wait, you haven't you got that before?
Yeah, but in a different angle.
Oh, I see.
See, you'll find, like, I think clothing folds are hard. And yukatas have a lot of clothing folds. But I'm going to deviate from my
Yes, former husband asking, did you guys ever watch Whose Line Is It Anyway? And the answer is yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But kind of late in the game. Like, I think I watched it after it was, like, popular.
You know, where they just had like the best of.
Yeah.
So you missed the heyday of. That was another sketch show where the breakout was. I mean, they were all pretty good. Wayne Brady was kind of the breakout.
Mm-hmm.
That dude.
Wayne Brady's weird.
Yeah, but he's good.
He's just weird.
Good what he does.
What was he in? He was in like a Adult Swim show.
Yeah.
He was being really weird. But it was really good.
His Adult Swim show. Was it a IRL show, like a live action show?
Yeah. I can't remember what. Oh, it's a long time ago.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know enough about Wayne Brady's career to to blow up. I know he was on that legendary skit of what do you call it? Chappelle Show.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking of Chappelle's show. He's like mean or something.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, maybe that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like a dick.
Oh, he did a collab with Mark Rubley?
Oh, really?
Okay.
I love Mark Rubley.
I have to pull that up. I mean, that makes sense, though. Wayne would be like, he could crush it.
I love Mark Rubley. I want him to come to Japan.
Yeah, I would love to see Mark.
Should message him, be like, hey, come to Japan. He'll be like, okay.
I mean, he's probably, does he have an audience here? I wonder. I mean,
I don't think it matters.
Yeah, it's probably alright. Just play one of the big clubs.
Yeah.
See him. Yeah.
People would want to see him, I think.
Yeah. A lot of those guys in the sort of jazz, improv, the modern cast, yeah, they're like Thundercat and Lewis Cole. They'll play here and in the clubs and they'll get an audience and they get the rest of the week as a vacation.
I'm so sad I missed Thundercat when he came here because he played in Osaka.
Yeah.
Like right before the pandemic or like during the pandemic. Maybe it didn't even happen. I don't know. I remember wanting to go see him in Osaka, but I lived in Kanazawa at the time.
I would love to see Thundercat for sure.
It's on my bucket list. He comes here a lot though, I think.
Yeah, he's a pretty.
He's a weeb.
Yeah. Loves him some Tokyo.
Oh, that would be a cool collab for our other thing.
Which one?
The thing. The shout out thing.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I wasn't sure if I was supposed to say that out loud.
Yeah, well, we'll just keep that on the DL for now.
Well, nobody knows what it is, but it's a speech.
Yeah, former husband asked about have you watched the Clown Core stuff? And yeah, so yeah, I the funny thing is I knew about the Clown Core thing a while back. I guess that was before Knower and his solo stuff, and then later on I saw a video or someone post about how it's suspected that is him, and then I went back and watched it. I was like, oh yeah, there's no way that's not Lewis Cole, right? Like how his drum style is so like distinct.
The weird guy.
Like white dude.
Yeah.
Actually, my son, he's 2 years. At the time, he was probably 2. But one of his favorite songs was a Lewis Cole song that I'm Tight, and he like memorized the whole dance choreography just because he liked it. I sent the video to Lewis Cole, and he just like said, ha 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 ha. So yes, I've had minimal internet contact with Lewis Cole, who I'm a fan of.
Does he still like it? I haven't seen
I
him.
haven't shown- yeah,
I
I
feel like
haven't-
I haven't seen him jam to it in a long time.
Yeah, I guess I gotta. No, when we were in Los Angeles, I showed him. He did the dance for my family. Dun, 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 Dude, that song slaps. It's like a 7-minute funk song.
Yeah,
It's like
it's a good song.
my kids' favorite tunes. Very, very deep cut.
I want to draw something non-human next to her eating, but what should it be?
Non-human. Okay, well,
I was gonna do like a
cat creature spirit.
Mm,
Kappa.
he kappa.
Yeah, kappas.
I'm kappa discriminatory.
How about cute Japan animals, and then
Tanuki.
a tanuki, sure. A red like a fox type thing.
Whoa, what
a
is
hedgehog.
that?
Which one? This 10 unigamma from
What
Japan.
is that?
I don't. This.
Looks like a lesser panda, but not.
Well, it's this thing, right?
Is it a marmot? Sorry, that you can't. Nobody can see this, but
Let's look it up. It is a Japanese
it's a
marten.
marmot. Martin.
A
That's what I
marten.
meant.
You want to draw a marten?
No, nobody knows what a martin is.
Yeah, but if it's cute,
Yeah,
that's
sure.
good call. You do what you want to do in
Do
drawing
what you
color.
want to do. You can do what you want to do.
There's also the Japanese spider crab. That's a popular one.
I don't want to draw that.
Yeah, they're basically very alien creatures.
Anyway, I'll draw something cute. Any ideas from chat? What do you think? What should this mystery character be?
It's a mystery animal.
I can do the rest of his body well. You guys.
You could also go Japanese inspired, fantasy inspired, and do a Moogle from Final Fantasy. You could do a chocobo.
But
You want to do a real animal?
well, I don't want to do anything copyrighted.
Fair. Red panda. Red panda's quite cute. That's what former husband's suggesting.
Former husband, did you know in Japan the red panda is called a lesser panda? I don't think that's very nice.
I think that's panda racist.
Yeah. Why is it a lesser panda? It's actually a true panda. A panda bear isn't even a panda. That's just a bear.
They're saying that a tree kangaroo is that a thing? Let's check it out.
Tree kangaroos, I think, are related to.
Oh man, yeah, tree. That's a funky looking animal.
Yeah, it's a tiny little marsupial.
Yeah, have I seen this before? Hard to say.
I've seen them at the zoo. They have them in Kansas City.
It's quite adorable. Tree panda. I'm sure there's. Somebody did feel insecure calling it a lesser panda. They were like, we have to.
This panda isn't even as good as our. Maybe it was China. Like, you know what?
We need to protect the monopoly on pandas.
Yeah, you have a panda and all, but it's kind of a lesser panda.
Well, I mean, I guess the regular panda is a giant panda.
Yeah, well. Yeah, pandas aren't even endangered anymore.
China might be listening.
You're right, actually.
They're gonna track you down for trying to knock down their panda knowledge.
Their biggest export.
Yeah, knock down their exports.
Their biggest diplomacy tool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're actually,
pandas
that's what
not
they
hard.
are. They are like a diplomatic tool. Like, ooh, you can't have pandas if you don't be nice to us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, turns out pandas are. Also, pandas eat their babies sometimes. So, who's really the lesser panda here? Is all I'm trying to say. Red pandas.
Do you know if red pandas don't eat their
I
babies?
doubt that they do because raccoons are tight.
Are pandas endangered? Not extinct. Well, that's useful. And there's still not that many.
There are way more than they record.
And it's very recent. So in 2021, they're no longer endangered.
Yeah, as of 2023, I'm pretty sure they are not at all.
And more than 1,800 pandas now live in south of China.
That's definitely fine.
Yeah, so that's a good number.
They also shouldn't even exist.
Because are they similar to like pugs or whatever?
No, they just don't breed.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Like, the only reason they exist now is because we saved them.
Mm-hmm. It's true, and if we nuked China, right 400, and all the pandas would cease to exist, and then yes, the world would be poor for it, except for the pandas at like
SeaWorld.
the pandas at SeaWorld.
Busch Gardens. I don't know.
The pandas at SeaWorld.
Where Busch Gardens, right?
Oh sure, like yeah, they'll be.
That's
at
what I
zoos,
meant. Not SeaWorld. Obviously.
That would be funny if SeaWorld had like a panda bear exhibit.
Just
Panda bear
we
exhibit.
got a panda. Like, oh, he swims. You could put a tiger at SeaWorld.
Will it hunt like fish?
I don't know, but they swim like real good.
Sure. I mean, there are a lot of animals that swim that I wouldn't think of as being a SeaWorld animal.
Well, why not? You could put
I just feel like that just opens the door for SeaWorld to just have, all right, well,
polar
we're
bears.
just Earth World.
Yeah.
But they have polar bears at SeaWorld, right?
Do they?
Don't they?
I don't know. We had a polar bear at Kansas City Zoo named Nikita, and I always feel really bad for her in summertime because it is so hot, and they
Yeah.
just keep putting little ice cubes in there. I'm just like, oh.
Yeah. Killer whales are basically pandas. Yeah, they're black and white. And
That is true.
And if you give them the chance, they'll eat a seal.
Sea pandas.
Sea pandas, yeah, that'd be good.
I need to rename them to sea panda.
Or pandas, or you just rename pandas to land orcas, bear orcas.
Earth orca.
Because killer whale is kind of a
Sick
loaded name anyway.
Well, it's true though. They are legitimately like
Yeah, they're pretty
vicious.
pretty intense.
Have you heard about the new hobby that they have of attacking boats? And they've taught it to other people.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Or other orca. And it's specific. They just attack the rudders of the boat. They like playing with the rudders.
I see.
So they've been teaching each other that it's fun to do that. And so now people can't swim off the coast of I think it's in
like the rudders
Italy.
that are like moving, like
Yeah.
isn't that dangerous? for
Oh,
them?
not the rudder. No, the rudder. It's like the,
Like the...
yeah, the thing that,
Oh, sure. Like
Yeah.
the back flap thing.
the little fin.
The fin, yeah.
Yeah.
We're not boaty people, so
I
that's...
am.
Are
Speak for
you?
yourself. I
Yeah,
know.
I'm not a boaty person.
I know what a mast, a stern, a port side.
That's
I've
right.
been on boats. You never been on a boat?
I've been on a few boats in my time.
Mm.
Small boats, not probably. I've never been on like a cruise or whatever, but yeah. Welcome to the chat. Yes, so Animal Kingdom has had enough of our garbage. That is correct. We're just ruining stuff for not Animal Kingdom the show, just Animal Kingdom in general.
Oh.
Like, I assume you're talking about
What garbage?
just us being humans.
Oh.
Just
Yeah.
human. I'm assuming just human garbage all over the planet.
Oh, yeah. Humans do be like that, I suppose.
Unless you're talking about the Disney Animal Kingdom, which I think is another. I think that's like one of the parks in Florida, which is also something that I think they need to think of us humans.
Oh, the Animal Kingdom. When you read that, I thought you just said has had enough of our garbage, like me. I was like, oh no, sorry.
No. You're adding to the world with a cute little drawing.
Thrillmo Baggins.
Thrillmo
Nice.
Baggins. Yeah.
Yeah, our planet. We kind of fucked that up, didn't we?
Yeah.
It's kind of a no bueno situation, as evident by the very hot summertime.
Yeah. How's the temperature? over
Yeah,
there by
how
y'all?
is the weather where you are? Curious. I guess probably maybe nighttime where you are, but
Yeah. Like today, it's not. A few days ago was way worse.
ugh, yeah.
Yeah.
Today is not intolerable. Like in the shade, it was kind of
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. Yesterday wasn't too bad. It was like a bit rainy, and it looks quite nice. I just don't want to step outside.
Yeah, it's sad. Like I think it'd be a nice day to be outside, but then you go outside and it's like, actually no.
One nice thing about Japan, which is where we live in Japan,
Yes.
is that the mall culture is still a thing. So a lot of people go and gather on the mall and share the air conditioning and so on.
Yeah, I love going to the mall.
Thermal Bag says that they're on the edge of the heat dome in the Midwest and about to get
Oh,
worse
yeah.
in a few days. Stay safe.
Stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated.
Please drink lots of water. No joke.
Yeah.
Dehydration is not fun.
Are there what are the public spaces you can go to steal? I mean, obviously, if you have a job, you just go to
work.
go to work and share the air conditioner that way.
But are there even spaces like malls and stuff now?
Hey, there's Starbucks, right? You go to Starbucks. And
Yeah.
crowd in and share their air conditioning. I'm saying because everyone using the air conditioning again isn't great for the environment. It becomes like a vicious cycle, right? If
Yeah.
everyone's their individual house and so on. It's tricky. But you know what'll cool you off if it's getting hot? A nice slice of watermelon. Isn't that right, Chrissy?
No, I hate watermelon.
How dare you?
I don't like it.
But it's delicious.
It's fine. I just think there are better melons. That's all.
Well, okay. So I mean, you could make that a honeydew. Well, I guess if you make a green melon, you rarely see people eat.
There's not a thing in Japan, in America, because the green melon that we eat in America is different from the green melon they have here. Did you know that?
They have sorry, I just looking at the chat and it's Matt from Nagoya. So I mean,
hi Matt.
Oh, hey Matt. Hey Matt. Getting ready for okay, that's right.
Hello.
Good. So
wait, is that Thrillbo Baggins?
No. That's
it's the former husband. Former husband is Matt. Oh, hi.
What's up, Matt?
Thank you for joining us.
Thrillmo Baggins. That's good.
Thrillmo Baggins, sorry.
It's one of my favorite, that does remind me of one of my favorite Simpsons gags of Milhouse playing a video game and he says, finally I put my name in. It's like a little game, Thrill House, and it just says Thrill Ho. It's like, yeah. But anyway, Thrill
Ho.
Yeah.
I still don't know what animal this is going to be.
Yeah, if you have any animal suggestions.
Who is the mystery animal? What is it?
I like. Okay, it's up to you. You're the artiste. A red panda with weird anthropomorphic hands sounds like fun. I guess you have to change the hands though, right?
Well,
I feel like
no, because
it's a red panda with like human hands.
No, red pandas have like little digits.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Also, it's anthropomorphic, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, fair enough. Well, we can something somebody for sure.
Well, it's fine.
Yeah, visit. Yeah, hopefully you could visit Japan sometime. It's a good little place to be. Many times. Good food. I think that's
like my draw.
Yeah, one of the good parts of the culture is the food culture is pretty consistently good.
Yeah.
That's why we're talking about watermelon. Like watermelon here is delicious. It's consistently good.
It's not as good as other melons, but yeah, I guess it's better here than it is in the States.
Yeah. Little Digits is a good rap hip hop name. Little Digits, yeah.
Little Digits.
Little Digits coming up, pushing it, pushing it, gonna be boss, pressing buttons. Everyone knows that I'm a button. No, that's not. That's how they rap nowadays. I don't rap like that because I can't rap.
No, everybody raps like today, chop, 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 chop. Go to the shops, chop, 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 chop. Cut a man at the shop, chop, 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 chop. That's how people rap.
Yeah, or. That's that rhythm. There's also the sort of 60th note followed by a dotted 8th note rhythm. No? Is that what people call it?
I don't know. Don't know.
Yeah, no. That's a popular rhythm.
I'm not hip anymore.
Yeah, you're hip. You're hip enough.
Differently hip.
Sure. You're not hip hop.
Hip hop, the hip it to hip it to the
That's it.
hip hop, and you don't stop a rockin'. That's what rap sounded like at one point.
Yeah, because the things you heard were not a test; they were rapping to the beat.
Skibbity wee bop, we rock, Scooby Doo. Guess what, America? We love you.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. That's what it is. You're right. The Milhouse thing.
Ah, there you go. So yeah. See, I know that reference.
Simpsons did
Which
it.
itself is another. Simpsons did do it. Have any guys seen any Scarlet of the Lady Staccato? Oh sure, yeah. Yeah, sure. I can see that. It's like a reverse swing to I guess I would say reverse swing, like a swing beat is like da 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 da, but that's like da 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 da. I'm sure there's.
Talking about.
I'm sorry, we're just talking about music rhythms.
I get it, but I don't know what that is.
You know it intuitively.
Sure.
But yeah, it's a good joke. Thrill mo.
Well, I'm gonna focus on things that I can control right now because I still don't know what he is.
Sure. You want me to keep looking up different animals?
No.
I mean, monkeys are a fun summer animal too. Macaque. How do you say that correctly?
Macaque. The monkey. The monkey.
We could just use a random animal generator. What's this? Random animal generator. This is what I used when I used to teach English. This is what I would do.
A bandicoot. Nice.
Oh, bandicoot. That's not bad. Let's see here. Let's rerun. A puppy, a chicken, a mongoose, an ermine,
A fish.
a gopher, a fish,
Actually, kind of funny.
a mandrill.
I kind of like the idea of a fish
Being
in
a
a
fish
weird
eating
way.
watermelon.
Just like
That seems
a
horrific.
dead expression fish.
It seems kind of horrific, but I'm kind of.
It's kind of funny.
Bandicoots are cute. Bandicoot. Bandicoots are quite cute too.
It's kind of funny.
Oh my god. See, that looks like that's like
I
a
like
shape
it.
of water kind of.
I kind of love it in a weird way. Okay, maybe I won't do the fish, but I
Keep
like
it in your back pocket.
I like it. I'm
can
gonna
you say that later?
duplicate this layer just in case.
Okay. What animal eats watermelon? How about that?
See, he likes the fish. See, everybody likes the fish.
All right, let's go with
I
it.
think the fish is funny.
I think it's funny too.
I'm gonna do the
All right,
fish.
do the fish.
So, by the way, I don't know if you know this or not. This design will be available for a sticker for my monthly sticker club, which is available through my Patreon at patreon.com/ChrissyDiggs. If you sign up, you too can have a lovely sticker of a fish reluctantly eating a watermelon.
It's like, how do I do this? This is like the start of a literal fish out of water story or comic.
Yeah, I like narrative kinds of like illustrations. Like there's a story here, right?
Sure. All right.
Maybe, okay, so the story is there is a fish who really wants to go to a festival.
Mm-hmm.
It lives in like a koi pond nearby.
Okay.
It always sees the festival, but it never gets a chance to experience the festival.
Sure.
So one day, he makes a wish at the festival.
That he can join the
that he can join the festival. And so then he does. He turns into like an anthropomorphic fish human thing for a day. They can breathe air, yeah. And then he meets a girl who is also a fish out of water because she is half Japanese.
Ooh, okay, cool.
And so then they go around and they relate together. And then they fall in love, and then she turns into a fish, and then I'm joking.
They don't fall in love.
I'm joking. It's fine.
It's like fish, the anime version of.
It's like reverse Little Mermaid.
Or fish, Shape of Water.
No, it's the reverse Little Mermaid.
Oh, it is reverse Little Mermaid.
Right?
Yeah,
It's a fish that wants to be a part of the human world, and then they go back to the fish world.
Yeah. Wait, wasn't that Shape of Water? Did you watch that Shape
I
of Water?
love that movie. It's so good.
Wait, doesn't she join him
Yes.
in the water world?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that.
I guess it is like The Shape of Water.
the Shape of Water.
This is called The Shape of
Shonen.
Summer.
And then we'll write like a shonen style song.
And get one of those like. Sakana wa tabemasen. Summertime.
Summertime love.
Yeah, I guess it is like Ponya.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, well, Drake. We'll tell you what, Draken's Tychos. I think she'll make the.
I'll make the comic
book
first.
The comic or the children's book first.
Yeah.
And then we'll get it on some sort of crowdfunding platform, and from there we'll
move forward.
Yeah, move forward with it while the strike is still happening in Hollywood. So that
Yeah,
we can
so we can get Studio A3 to make our.
The fish is played by Johnny Depp.
No, I don't want Johnny Depp to be the fish. He's too old.
Oh, that's fair.
It's got to be somebody more. Like,
Timothy Chalamet is the only answer.
Yeah.
And Zendaya is
Zendaya
as the Japanese
half Japanese girl. She's like, but I'm not
basically Dune with water
and a festival.
and a festival. Yeah.
And,
No, I like that idea. We should write that. It'd be fun.
and it'll be called Tasting Melons.
The taste of melon.
Taste of Melons.
That's the name of the song too. Taste of melon, heartbreak.
How you say
extreme
melon in
mix.
Japanese? It's like sawa.
Which one?
Melon, watermelon, sawa.
Suika.
Suika. Suika. Summertime.
So,
Natsu. Natsu.
Extreme power.
Suika.
Extreme power. Sweet. Just a guy who's rapping in the background who's just saying English words.
Come on, watermelon.
Extreme power. Sweet.
Take power. Take power.
Yeah. They have this watermelon ice cream here that we had, and it's a watermelon bar, but the seeds are like chocolate.
Yeah, it's
and
weird.
It seems like not the great choice.
Everything about it is pretty good, and then you get to the seed part, and you're like,
Basically.
why choose chocolate seeds? I
Yeah,
don't know.
their choice.
It's a weird choice, I think. Should I give him a little flower? Or her, I guess. Them.
They,
Them.
them, it.
It's not an it, it's a them.
It's a them. Okay. So it is but they are a koi. They are a koi.
Yeah. A koi koi.
A koi. Yeah. Koi, could her name be Koileen?
No.
No. Could it be
It's gotta be like koiko.
Sakura Koiko?
Koiko.
Koiko.
Saika no.
Suika no
Suika no
aji.
aji.
So it's quite delicious.
Oh, the taste of summer.
Or Suika no ajiato, the aftertaste. Is it ajiato or aji? Well, I'm assuming it's ajiato. My kanji isn't the best, but
It'd totally be a festival,
Suika.
darling. Yeah, I think it could be good. I love it. Right here.
that's right. And then when time's running out, it could be like a Cinderella thing.
Yeah, he like
They're
turns
trying to get
into like a
trying to
koi
get
fish. Oh, and maybe like if they touch water, they turn back into a koi fish. So maybe they're like trying to play that one game, and she's like trying to rescue the
she's
fish,
using the net.
and then she falls in.
Oh, sure.
It turns it into a fish. Oh, this is pretty good now. I'm like
Right.
into it.
Okay, well, good thing we recorded the idea. Trademark Chrissy Diggs 2023 for media.
Yeah. Yeah. So we can go somewhere. I love it. I'm in love with this idea now.
This looks like it could be a premise of a Ghibli short film.
Yeah, for sure. Let's sell it to Ghibli.
Yeah, they're just gonna take it further out.
No, I don't want to.
They've already
I
done it.
love Miyazaki, but I feel like I don't want to meet Miyazaki. You know what I mean?
Don't meet your heroes, kind of
Yeah. I've heard he's not a very nice person anyway, so.
That's how he gets the best out of his children.
Yeah, exactly. It's perfect. Yeah. For my husband says, I can see the dramatic scene where the fish transforms back into a fish and the little girl has to frantically search for a cup of water to put it in.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I think so. I think it could be a hit. I like that she's kind of like a grotesque looking fish too. It makes it more like,
Yeah, not like a weird, sexy fish like Hollywood wants you to do,
yeah,
right?
not a Transformers fish.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and it also could be that like in the festival when she's looking for a bag of water, like the ones that have bags of water are like have fish in them, but she can't like take because she's she's empathetic to fish. You can't just like kill another fish to save this fish.
Oh, maybe is that part of why she wants to go to the festival? Does she want to save the fish? Because I have an ethical issue with that game.
Yeah.
I remember talking to one of my students in the past about it, and they were like, yeah, in hindsight, it's kind of a mean game because like the fish are just like out there, and then you like screwing with them, and then a lot of kids just let them die basically.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's a good point. That could be a little sub theme. Yeah, maybe her Japanese. Maybe she just moved to Japan and that's her fish out of waterness. She speaks a little Japanese and.
I like that. I have a lot of friends who are like that. Like actually like 2 friends who are like half Japanese but not very connected to their like Japanese half.
Yeah. Oh, Thermo quoted on Miyazaki. Comment to his son.
Yeah.
Saying
He's not a man.
Not yet a man. Although, like, that's what the subtitle said. When we watched it,
It's a little more nuanced than that.
there's slightly more nuance. Like,
Yeah.
not that he's not a man yet, but like he's not yet.
He's not matured or like he hasn't like.
This is not a mature word. I think if you were to take the Japanese, it wasn't that he's not a man. I guess it had the same connotation, but like he's not an adult yet, or he's not like fully realized yet. So I think there's a bit more nuance to it. It's not as
like straight harsh, like he's
Yeah,
a boy. He's a little boy. It's not like that.
Yeah, I'd have to look it up again because when we watched it, I was like, well, yeah, he doesn't say. Oh, sorry, that's just water.
Oh.
He doesn't say like otoko janai or something. He
Yeah.
doesn't say he's not a man. He says like he's not fully mature. He's not fully grown up. Yeah, but yeah, I guess
Still not nice.
Yeah, still not nice and pretty rough.
And he left like halfway through it
yeah.
to go smoke a cigarette.
Yeah. But you're right. It's still.
To be fair, it's a pretty boring movie. I don't know if you've ever seen it, Tales of Earthsea.
Yeah. Would you say that it's the work of someone who's not a man yet?
Maybe. I think it's the work of someone who lives in the shadow of their father.
Yeah.
I think that is probably what he means in a way. It's like he hasn't come into his own, right? He's just doing what I do. And I could see that perspective, especially as an artist, the way that he is. Like, I think it would probably be pretty disappointing if, like, you became so known for this style and, like, this kind of movie, and then your son tried to emulate it but didn't do a good job of emulating it.
Sure.
And it wasn't original to his own vision.
Right.
So,
Because in two ways it was derivative, right? Because
Yeah.
it was in the Ghibli style, and also it was based off of like Ursula K. Guin's like world.
Yeah. I mean, you know, well, I guess Nausicaa, I guess a lot of his works were originals, weren't they? Ponyo, Nausicaa. Only a few of them are based off of other stories.
Yeah. Earthy again was yeah, and maybe that's like the lack of confidence in original ideas, or people not trusting you enough to come up with your ideas. Which is fair too. It's hard to like make a movie, obviously, and nail it.
Yeah.
Rough. I sympathize with
Not
with,
a girl, not yet a woman. He's a Britney. It's funny.
Is that a
I'm not a girl,
oh, okay, there you go.
not yet a woman. Pretty.
It's a good one.
Okay, I think this is the sticker that we're trying.
I like it. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. All right. I stand corrected. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing the colors of Koiko.
Oh, yeah, me too. I don't know what I'm doing
I'm
yet.
naming you Koiko.
That's fine. Koiko. It feels like an appropriate name because I feel like it would be like she asks her, "What's your name?" Or, you know, they ask like, "What's your name?" And like, "Oh, Koiko."
Yeah.
Koiko.
That might make a good actually cross language, because like if, let's say hypothetically, Brittany or your character
Brittany.
is whatever the human character is, name is, their Japanese is only, you know, they're learning Japanese still, but it's a Japanese koi, so they would speak Japanese, right? They would understand Japanese.
I have a good pun name for her.
Yes.
Actually. So, Brie.
Brie.
Yeah. But in katakana, it would kind of sound like booty.
Booty. Booty.
Which is like Yellowtail.
Oh, sure, yeah.
It's kind of funny.
Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, I like that. Booty, yeah. Booty.
Maybe she gets made fun of for it. Da-da-da. Okay, now I think we're ready. Oh, I didn't really do a pattern. What kind of pattern should I do?
Fireworks. No, you're doing fireworks in the background.
Yeah.
Something summery. Clouds. Flower. Yeah, that's
Yes.
cute. Or aquatic.
Oh, yeah.
Like an aquatic vibe, because she's
She
hanging out
likes
with a fish.
Yeah. What's aquatic? I guess I could do. I guess I should look stuff up. It's hard to imagine what like these kinds of patterns look like.
Especially if you're not
Fish.
you're not a professional yukata designer?
I am not a professional yukata
You get on
designer.
the stream acting like, oh, I'm not a professional yukata designer.
I don't think I ever said I was a professional yukata designer.
That's fair. Ooh, we got little fish.
Lots of koi.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
How about seaweed? That could be a good design, yeah.
Naughty.
Naughty. But make it look like marijuana, like in a marijuana
No.
style. No, we're not doing that?
I don't think seaweed looks like that ever.
Probably not.
Yeah, I got a lot of koi swimming. I guess that makes sense. This one's cute. I like it. I guess. I feel like I should make like a little bitty window where you can see my screen.
How about some shirako? You know shirako? Some fish
Ew.
melt?
Ew.
Some white child?
Ew.
That would be-
Stop.
that'd be-
No.
Yeah, it even looks gross actually. I just looked at it.
Yeah, it's icky. You ate that.
I did eat that. Has anyone had a shirako here?
Ugh.
Matt,
Nah.
pipe in if you had shirako,
Not
which is
cool.
milt. It was alright. It was like fried fish sperm.
Ugh.
It was pretty gross.
I don't know, Billy. I can't believe you ate it.
What's up, Chance? Maybe.
Hi, Chance, maybe.
It just maybe joined us last time, right?
You did. Welcome back.
Yeah, we're talking about fish sperm right now.
We're not.
Sorry, we're
That's not what we're talking about.
Sorry.
Please move on from this.
Okay, fine. It won't be. Milk.
Her name is not Shirako.
You're not Shirako.
That would be kind of a funny name, though.
That would be pretty good.
I feel like that could be like an accident that somebody would do, like in translation.
Oh, sure, yeah, I can
Like-
see that. Should have.
Her name is Shira. All right, daughter of Shira, Shirako.
Peer pressure. That's what the format says. Not by choice. Peer pressure.
Yeah.
That's fair. Well, we did have it at Kanazawa.
Yeah, it was kind of peer pressure.
Yeah.
Didn't you feel a little peer pressure?
Yeah, because the sushi chef's like, they're like, yeah, you have to try this.
You gotta try it.
Yeah, I'm the sushi chef. You eat that. I was like,
And then Miyuki was like, yeah, you gotta try it.
I was crying the whole time.
Yeah, he was like, oh, this is not that bad.
And he was like, then take off your shirt, smear it on your body. And I was like,
Wait, what?
what kind of sushi restaurant is this? Gross. No, that didn't happen. I just ate it. No, I like to try things. I'm pretty open-minded. So, and it was good. It was fine. I wouldn't eat a lot of it for sure, but when it was fried, it took off.
Here's the bigger question: would you choose it?
No, never.
Yeah.
I would never choose
There you go.
it. Well, okay. I can see it being a good texture with something else, because like just by itself is like kind of, being
like milky.
Yeah, thank you. That hair gel is just like in my hair. Yeah, it's just milky and
Rich.
and rich.
Was it bitter?
Not a little bit. A little bit. Yeah.
Blah.
So
Gross.
a little bit. So yeah, I will not. I don't think I would order it if I saw the menu. Unless I was doing what Matt says is I'm with friends I've never tried to. All right, yeah, we gotta do this. We gotta.
That's how I ate crickets.
Ooh, tell me more.
We went to like this izakaya in Kanazawa, and they sell fried crickets. They're like teriyaki kind of like fried crickets. It's like a bar snack kind of a thing, yeah. And my friend's like, "Oh, we have to try those." And I was like, "Oh, we don't have to," but then we did, and so I did. But they're not the worst thing I've ever eaten. The taste was just the sauce, like it may be a little bit like shrimp, but like it's just like the shell of a shrimp.
I mean, shrimps are arguably like
Shrimp
sea
are
sea
bugs.
so
Shrimp are bugs.
Yeah.
I like to impress that upon people who are like scared of bugs but like seafood. It's like, yeah, but shrimp are actually insects. So
and there's an argument to me that again, I don't eat crickets. I don't have that, but there is a logical argument to be made that insect protein should be the way of the future if we want to like fight this climate change shit.
I mean, there are people who are trying to make it happen. There's a ramen shop in Tokyo that makes cricket ramen.
I would try that.
You would?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I think a long time ago, obviously I was like, ew, crickets or whatever, but if you just realize that's just a cultural thing,
Sure.
which like a lot of...
I think living in
nutritional
Asia
are.
kind of helps you get over a lot of those kinds of things. Because there's just more exposure to the unusual foods.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
exactly. And that's... I think that's better, keeping an open mind about that.
Have you eaten the baby bees?
I don't know if I can eat that, but I would have to. If it was available, I would try it. But it's not something that I ever considered. Baby bees?
Yeah, well, it's like bee larva. Yeah, that's like a thing.
Yeah. So method. Oh, they don't. You don't eat shrimp often because it looks like a cockroach of the sea.
Well, they technically actually are,
fair,
so that's fair.
But they're quite delicious.
They're so good though.
And Bosworth lobsters are general giant sea bugs. That's true.
That's true. It's really true.
And yeah, I'll try to eat murder hornet lava. Yeah, I guess so.
What's that?
Well, I mean, I guess we're talking about bees.
Oh.
Like murder hornets are a thing here. They're terrifying. I used to go to.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they're quite terrifying.
There was one at USJ when we were standing in line for the Harry Potter thing.
Oh sure.
There was like a nest in the line, like on the tree.
Well, Harry Potter world. This is just a magical creature. Yeah. Yeah, lobsters used to be a pest.
Trash
right?
food.
Yeah, like that. Like
they used to feed them to
sailors.
prisoners.
Yeah. Fools. They're like, oh god, I hate this. This is disgusting. Well, they probably did not give it to them with butter or whatever.
Did you know that turtles in Galapagos were basically hunted into extinction because they were so delicious?
Yes.
Yeah.
I did know that. Yeah. The story goes that they were trying to bring a sample back to the UK, like Darwin. They were trying to bring it back, but they would never make it because they were too
tasty.
yummy, and they would just. And they were convenient because you put them on their backs,
Yeah.
and they wouldn't go anywhere, and they would stay good for like weeks at a time. They were a good source of water and protein.
So sad.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. Actually, I read, I have to go through his journals or whatever, but that supposedly is why Charles Darwin traveled, not just to discover new species and, to propagate the origin of species and write his book. It was because he was a culinary connoisseur.
He just wanted to eat
he wanted
every
to eat different
animal.
animals. Yeah, that's why I would be a space traveler. Imagine eating space, like animals throughout space.
No.
Charles Darwin, the Charles
that a
Darwin
book?
of space. I don't know, but it's
But that's like a funny book conceit, right?
Yeah, it sounds like it could be.
Actually, that's in some anime or something.
Sounds like a Futurama thing of like a character.
Isn't it though? I feel like that idea is in something.
Yeah.
Like an alien, it travels the Earth or travels the universe to eat things. That's something.
That sounds like a Douglas Adam or a Futurama thing. If it's not, we'll look it up. If anyone
Has
knows
anybody heard a story like that before?
Because I'll write it. That sounds like fun. Thermal baggage has laying some science on us. The body of insects is divided into 3 parts: the head, thorax, abdomen. In lobsters and shrimps, the head and thorax are fused, forming a cephalothorax. The abdomen of shrimps is further segmented, unlike insects.
I see. So they're similar, but not the same.
Yeah, which is why you just rip the head off of a shrimp and you have the delicious body part. That makes sense. Toriko is kind of like that, and you eat rare ingredients to get stronger. I think you drink it. I guess Toriko. I don't know if I know that.
Toriko. I know the word.
No, Toriko season. It's a TV show. It's a 2011. Is that what we're looking at? And he looks kind of like Goku with blue hair.
I've never seen this.
He looks like a Goku.
It looks wild.
That was been in prison with hair like JoJo hair. Yeah, it is supposed to be.
It's like if JoJo and Goku had a baby
in space. Yeah. Okay. All right. So it's like a cooking shonen anime show. All right.
There are a good amount of cooking shonen, aren't there? Have you ever watched Food Wars?
Is that the main character?
The one where and they eat the food, like their clothes come off and stuff because it's like so good.
Yeah.
I've never watched it, but I've always seen like snippets from it. I really want to check it out sometime.
So good to know. I like that we're just talking about eating different animals, whatever, while you're drying an anthropomorphic fish.
It's important, I think.
It's cool. Well, do people don't eat koi fish, do they?
People in North Korea eat carp. I watched a video, I forget the name of these guys. They're like New Zealand guys or Australian guys, and they stole a cookbook from North Korea.
Yeah. And
in one of the recipes was like a carp.
Oh, okay. So some people eat it.
Like a carp sashimi thing. But I don't think it's very common to eat carp because they're very bony. They have a lot of like bones. So it's kind of like
I see.
difficult to prepare.
Yeah. Those are the better as prize fish. Actually, part of Kurt's storied history. That's me. I'm Kurt. I'm Chrissy's sidekick. I used to sell expensive guitars, and one of our customers who was into expensive guitars was a koi farmer in America, and so they made all their money off kois. But they also play guitars, so they spent they bought these $20,000 guitars, whatever, which they got money for by farming koi.
I mean, yeah, koi fish are expensive.
Koi fish are quite expensive and quite beautiful. There's a bunch in Nagoya Castle too. We should go there sometime. Yeah.
I like feeding them.
Yeah.
Can you feed them?
Probably. I fed them bottle caps. I fed them coins. I feed them
bottle caps.
I feed whatever's in my pocket. Just kidding. No, I would not feed them. I would not harm the fish. I would feed them fish food and so on. Gator gumbo is good. I've had gator.
Gator's
burgers.
Yummy.
I've had gator burgers. I haven't had gator.
I've never had a gator burger. I've had like gator nuggets, like fried.
Yeah,
it's pretty good. In Florida, went to Florida, had that.
Is gator gumbo like a tomato base? Because whenever I see gumbo, it's either like a tomato base, which is like red, but I've also seen like a brown base, and I don't know what the base of that is.
That's like the roux.
Like a brown roux.
Yeah, somebody gave me a jar of that stuff, and I did not know what, like a huge jar, like a big jar. My friend's ex-boyfriend, his mom used to send him like these care packages. Yeah. That's where I got that toothpaste and the like Advil bottle. Because my friend was just like, I don't want this. It's American. I was like, okay. So I had this big jar of like gumbo roux for a long time.
You never used it?
No. And I had to get rid of it because I was moving. And so I was like trying to dump all of this like roux down in the like sink, and it got clogged. I was like, I don't know what to do.
No, yeah. Well, how come you just throw it away?
Because my apartment was like really strict about like throwing things away. So I was like, I don't know what to do with this. So I was like frantic.
If you don't know, Sorry, some comments real quick for my husband.
Yeah.
Coin makes great bottle rocket launchers.
What?
How's that work? Tell me more.
Huh?
And send the link. So we can
No,
try it
I don't
out.
want to see that. It's
And
making
then,
Koiko
attach
upset.
maybe gumbo consists primarily of a strongly flavored stock, meat or shellfish, a thickener, and the Creole holy trinity: celery, bell peppers, and onion. Oh god damn it! I want gumbo so bad. There's
sorry.
like one restaurant in our city that does gumbo. It's pretty good actually.
I don't think I've ever actually had gumbo.
No, they do it at Tavern Bar in the.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually had gumbo.
I thought we had that together.
No.
Okay, well I'll put that on our list, but gumbo is delicious, and I would love to try gator gumbo someday if I don't feel guilty about eating an alligator.
Why would you feel guilty about eating an alligator?
I always feel guilty eating meat just because of the climate situation.
Wow.
Cricket gumbo,
Ew.
insect protein. I'd feel better about.
Bug gumbo.
Yeah, have you ever been in New Orleans, Chrissy? That's what
I have not ever been to New Orleans. Yes, but I was working because we were doing a speed test video when we were doing 5G.
Oh, yeah, sure.
But I didn't get to go anywhere. It was just like the hotel, a spot that we tested, and then I had to go back. So I didn't actually get to enjoy New Orleans. Nolans.
Nolans, yeah. Although your favorite Disney movie set in New Orleans.
What's my favorite Disney movie? The Lion King? I don't think
Oh,
that's
okay.
it. I don't think
Your
that's
second-
in the way.
Sorry, your second favorite Disney movie. Your favorite Disney princess movie.
Sure.
Princess and the Frog. I watched that a little bit yesterday with my son.
Froggy Pruto.
Yeah, it's the music's real good.
Yeah, I have mixed feelings about the music.
Yeah.
I like it, but I don't like Randy Newman that much.
That's fair.
Cause everything sounds like this all the time, everything right sounds like.
Yeah, that's a pretty good Randy Newman impression. I would
Have you
say.
Have you ever seen the SNL skit where they make fun of Randy Newman?
I think so. I remember a Mad TV skit.
Matt TV. Yeah.
Mad TV.
Will Sasso.
Sasso.
That's what I hear every time I watch
What
the
is he?
movie and the music happens. Like the opening song.
Yeah.
Why did I do Randy Newman? I could have done so many other people.
Just make sure that they get Chrissy gets her cut of the royalties for after sampling that, and you make the Black Girl Randy Newman tribute song.
Okay, I need to stop fussing with the sketch.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
I think we're good.
So what's the next? So after you sketch something like this, we've ideated. You started sketching. What's the next step, Chrissy?
Well, real quick, I gotta draw some fireworks.
Oh, that's true. We need some fire.
But then after that, I start inking.
Now, did you say you're gonna try to make this one foily, or are you gonna do something special with it?
Yeah, this one, because it's fireworks, I'm gonna do a black background with fireworks that sparkle. So
Cool.
that's the goal anyway.
So former husband's asking what app are you using to sketch?
I'm using Procreate. I always use Procreate. I do not use Photoshop anymore, unless Photoshop or
Wants to
Adobe wants to sponsor me.
You should. I mean, it's a good habit to get into, right? Of like,
What?
of using Photoshop sometimes for something.
I mean, I use Photoshop for some things. I have Photoshop.
But you don't draw directly into it.
Yeah, because I prefer the way that the pen and like Procreate work together. And yes, I can use like the pen on my like computer with like Photoshop, but I think the tool, like the hotkeys and stuff, aren't as like intuitive in that way. So
For sure.
I like Procreate. I've been using Procreate for like 5 years now.
Yeah. She had a feature actually
Yeah.
on the Procreate Instagram.
Tiny little
last
little
year.
feature.
Yeah, but it was cool. I mean, Procreate, they're a big app company. They got several million.
I genuinely think that my art has improved because of Procreate specifically. Just because it's so easy to like bring an idea to like fruition. Like in the past, you had to sketch with like paper, then get the picture onto the computer somehow, then get rid of the lines, then you can color. But here I can do all of that in like one step, so it's like no excuse not to draw. So
It's also cheaper than what else?
yeah, it's
what
just like
people use?
$10.
Yeah, and you have an iPad, but people would also use those large. What do you call it?
Oh, like a Wacom?
Yeah, and those
Yeah.
are cool, and they can be pretty big, right?
Yeah, and they're not very portable. Like you know, I mean, maybe they are now. I haven't really looked at tablets in a long time, but you know, in the past you had these giant cables, 2 cables for the Cintiq, which is the one with the screen. So you have to have a monitor screen cable and also the USB cable. This is like a TV basically. I used to use it at Sprint, but it's just cumbersome. And so like, I just love my iPad.
Yeah.
People ask me, oh, what should I do? I'm like, get an iPad, get an Apple Pencil. I promise you, it'll change your life.
Yeah, Matt says Procreate is really cool and a weird choice for a name though.
It is.
Intentional.
Yeah, I think it makes it
Yeah.
something you want to talk about, right?
Yep.
And I guess, you know, it kind of works in a weird way.
Hey, you're creating something.
Yeah.
Is that going to be the theme of one of your stickers? Procreation is just someone just a couple making a baby.
No.
That's not.
No,
okay.
this isn't that kind of stream, Kurt.
Okay, fair enough.
Family friendly.
Come check out Chrissy's OnlyFans where she just draws X-rated stickers.
I probably make a lot more money. Tragically.
Yeah. Become is overpriced, especially with many more competitors out there. You switched it. Oh, so you switched to XP Pen. Okay, cool. I don't know what XP.
Have you tried using like an Apple Pencil? I'm curious. I feel like I'm an evangelist for Apple Pencil. It just feels like a real pencil so much. Like, it's so light. I love it. I was so sad when I broke my first one.
Yeah, the first ones were like really wonky though.
Yeah, because the charger was on this end of it, and you just stick it into the bottom of your tablet. So like the chances that you will like bump into it and knock it off of something and ruin it are so high, which I subsequently did at some point. So, what kind of stuff? People in chat, like, what do you draw? Like,
yeah,
I'm curious. I didn't ask if you guys are like artists or just fans of art.
Yeah.
Almost.
I'm an admirer. I am an admirer of art and drawing, but I'm not particularly good at drawing at all.
No.
So it's fine. I know. She knows.
You draw like the same little guy every time.
Well, yeah, because it's just me. Stick figures. Yeah, see, Drake Taco knows up. You draw stick figures. You just need to focus on the semiotics and conveying information. That's what we're doing. It's not aesthetic.
All right. That feels pretty complete. What do you guys think?
It's pretty good. I mean, this Koiko is just living it up, living her best life.
Yeah.
It's kind of messed up. It's just like all this fire. Like they live. Imagine living in a world of water and all of a sudden like fire starts exploding
raining down from the sky. Maybe that's how she ends up in trouble, like turning back into a koi fish.
Oh, sure.
She gets startled by fireworks.
Just can't stand it and runs away.
But if she was a koi fish living in like a park, she would have seen fireworks before.
Oh. Well, Tasmania says that they are. In answer to your question, Tasmania says that they are used to be newspaper cartoonists. That's cool. But doing projects here and there, and like to get into animation. Tight. And former husband always liked doing casual character designs and abstract stuff. With geometric elements, stuff like that, but not. But I'm sure you're great at it.
Yeah.
Stuff.
I've seen some of your stuff.
You know, I'm not great at it.
You know.
Can't do everything. We all gotta choose our lanes, I guess, and things that we're good at.
No, I can do everything.
That's fair.
That's my goal. So yeah, I think for the sticker, it's gonna be like this kind of outline. I want to write something on it, like summer.
That's it? You want to do it?
Yeah, I do. I don't know how to write it though.
I'll look it up for you. It's good kanji practice.
Me.
Matsu kanji. Like that. There you go.
I wish I was like capable enough to do some kind of wordplay on Natsu. To do with fish.
Not too hot. Not just sure in Japanese. Yeah, it's kind of tough.
Yeah. All right.
Astronauts. No, not that.
Astronauts. Doesn't have anything to do with fish.
Well, yeah, because he's going into space. He's like the first.
Yeah, if a fish went to land, I guess that's the same as a human going to space, huh?
Yeah, that's my intent. I don't think it works, but it's an intent.
Yeah, I don't think that works, but
All right, fine.
nice effort.
Sure, thank you.
Any ideas for any summer puns, chat? Let me just a second labor through this kanji.
Chat has English one. Tell me your name. Stop being so coy. But the coyness is what she loves about him.
Yeah.
Or them.
Wait, the kanji went away. I need the kanji back.
Oh, sorry. Here you go.
Okay.
Natsu.
1 2
Sakanatsu. Oh, that might work.
Oh, sakanatsu.
Sakanatsu.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, Sakanatsu. Yeah, I like that. I know that works because a Japanese man spells Sakanaction. Right?
How would I write that though?
You'd probably have to write it in
Katakana?
Yeah. Hold on, let me look up Sakanaction real quick. This man.
Sakanaction. Oh, you were talking about them like not too long ago.
Yeah, I always talk about them. They're a great band. Yeah, it's a portmanteau of sakana and action, and so we're just doing the same
Or
thing.
do they use the
Sakanatsu.
kanji?
You could do sakanatsu. Maybe you could use the.
Do they use the kanji for sakana and natsu?
I think Sakanaction normally writes it as katakana.
Saka.
Yeah, I guess.
Not all of it is sakana. So
Yeah.
just do
Katakana.
katakana.
Yeah. So katakana.
Easier.
So if you do katakana. So that would be like sakanatsu. That's not real saka. Is that right?
I hope it doesn't mean something.
Yeah, I'll look up the dictionary.
That's the hard part about wanting to use Japanese in like a clever way. Sa. Ka.
Sakanatsu.
I need to write more. Can't
Is that
remember.
it? I don't think. Oh no, that's not natsu. You need saka.
The natsu.
Natsu is like this.
Yeah.
Be okay.
I like sakanatsu. It's cute.
Natsu. You could also do that's interesting.
Sakanatsu kashi.
You could also do like sakana. If you do the kanji of sakana, you could do like this, and then write the katakana at the top.
Sakanatsu. Like,
Yeah,
together.
you could write just.
Because you
literally
wouldn't. Because I don't think you could read it that way, right? Like.
Yeah, but there's a trick that manga artists use sometimes where they'll write like a kanji, but they'll
Sure.
put a different reading on top.
Yeah.
Like,
So you can know how it's read.
yeah, furigana. That's a really interesting thing in Japanese, actually, which is sometimes they'll put a word, but then they'll put like a different pronunciation,
To
they
tell
create
you how to say it.
it creates like a visual word play or something. Like they might say someone's name in kanji, but then call them baka because they always think that person's stupid, and then they'll just put baka in the furigana. So that's a fun trick.
Japanese is strange.
Oh, and song lyrics too. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You'll see that. It's fun. It's a fun visual trick, like a literary trick that's not available in English that I really appreciate.
Sakanatsu.
Yeah, kind of like that. So there you go.
Kanji's hard.
Yeah. Well, let me look up some. I'll look up each for you. So I'll look up sakana kanji. So sakana kanji. So here's sakana. It's kind of like this. Probably this is what you want.
Okay, hold on. Give me a second. I gotta prepare myself. Also, I gotta move my katakana.
This is why I'm on the stream to help Chrissy with some ideas.
He's my chat GPT.
I'm a human chat GPT.
AKA a person.
A person, an assistant. And then we'll ask a native Japanese person later if this actually works. Oh, you want to look at the kanji? Which one?
Well,
So you want Saka?
All right, guys, gonna do some kanji for you.
Kanji practice on stream.
But I'm gonna do it.
So we're talking too about like doing streams, like not just our streams, but getting Chrissy on a regular streaming schedule since we have the ability to, and we're thinking about doing games too.
Yeah.
How would the chat feel about doing games in Japanese where we like literally learn how to read the Japanese?
That's a good question.
Yeah. Or would you rather see people like Chrissy play games in only English? I don't know. Like, what do you guys think? There's actually this one game we want to play. Was it Kukyo Young?
Yeah.
It's like this game about
Reading the
Kukuyomu,
room.
reading the room, so it puts the characters into like
You
social
should
situations.
explain what that means to people who
Yeah,
don't know.
so Kukuyomu is to read the air, and it's like this Japanese cultural phenomenon of being able to anticipate
Things.
social situations. So reading the air of the situation and to act accordingly. And on the Switch, they have this whole. I don't know if it's well known in America. Or in English-speaking Switch amongst English-speaking Switch players, but they have it in Japanese. So we're thinking about streaming it and like learning how to play it because we're not Japanese people, and it's meant for a Japanese audience to read the air correctly. So I just think we'll just fail every.
Yeah, and I think it's just kind of like goofy too. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping it'll just be fun to watch.
Yeah, I think it'll be quite fun.
Don't look at my stroke orders. I know I'm doing it wrong.
Yeah. Japan, kanji is quite particular about the direction and order of the strokes.
I think not everybody agrees with that because I had a student who is a calligrapher who told me that it doesn't really matter as long as the shapes are the right shapes.
Okay.
That's what she told me.
Well,
She's an award-winning calligrapher, so.
Okay, well, I'll have to defer to the award-winning calligrapher.
But she might have been being nice to me because I'm foreign. I'm like, oh, it's fine.
I'm learning.
Yeah.
Hold on, let's take a quick look. Read the room. Yeah, sure, exactly. Read the room is exactly what that is. Kukuyomu. Thank you. Same thing. And yeah, personal ChatGPTs are more environmentally friendly. Well, kind of. I mean, I still
You still require like sustenance
a lot
and
of
stuff.
resources.
Yeah,
I'm not a vegetarian.
Yeah, you eat food.
I eat food. I use electricity. I use
Water.
water. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, ChatGPT is
Might
more
be.
eco-friendly, perhaps.
Are you saying that I should? Am I fired? Did I just lose my job? Did I just lose my human job?
No. I mean, you might have to start eating crickets. So I can never tell. So this 3, is it down or is it this one?
It's
is
1, 2, 3 is left. Yeah, that's 3, and then 4 is
I think
4
that's
is
harder. It like throws off my space.
Yeah, it's just
Like that.
kind of that now.
Is it 3 lines?
Yeah. I cheated. It's fine.
Whatever.
Dude,
It's art.
it's art, sure. And then you got the little.
I'm
I
not
forgot what this the bottom radical is called. Task. It's not a person.
It's called your mom.
You can't just say it. My mom might be watching this stream.
She's not watching the stream.
I'm gonna send this to her later.
No, don't send it to her.
I can't believe you said that.
No!
I'm Filipino. How dare you be so disrespectful?
No, Charity doesn't like me. Don't make it worse.
She does not like you.
She's indifferent to me.
Yeah, my mom's very cat-like.
Yeah, that's something like Natsu.
Yeah, I think you do. So, well, yeah, the top stroke, it's up to you. Yeah, zero stream. Usually, like some of them, they have this thing where like sort of like trails off at the end, that kind of thing.
That's
Sort of.
okay. My font here is blockier,
Sure.
so.
All right, what do you guys think? Any suggestions for Chrissy's kanji order? I feel like the Natsu could be a little bit. The proportions could be a bit wider, but.
How? Like it's not wide enough?
Well, not like that. Well, I guess not like this, but see how this is a bit more like that.
Like that.
Sure.
Like that.
That could be. That does look good though. That I think it's legible. I think everyone will say, and it's a bit stylized. So
Well, yeah,
it's
I'm
okay.
drawing it, not like, writing it.
Sure. So that is the kanji for sakana and the kanji for natsu. So
Summer
sakanatsu.
fish.
Sakanatsu. That could also be the name of your story.
Sakanatsu. Yeah.
Summer fish.
That's cute, actually.
Yeah. I feel like the bottom strokes should be a bit closer to the field strokes. He has a bit of distance. But
Stop critiquing my
I'm not critiquing, I'm just saying, But again, I'm not an expert. I'm not like a kanji expert by any means, so take it with a grain of fish salt.
Sea salt.
Sea salt, sure. Oh, I said fish salt because I love napa, like
Fish salt?
fish sauce.
Fish sauce.
Yeah, fish sauce. It's delicious.
Nah. Alright, close enough. It's fine.
Cool.
I can do it better later when I actually write it.
Sakanatsu.
I'm gonna play with the proportions of it.
So again, this is a sticker for Chrissy's Patreon, which is at www.patreon.com//Chrissy Diggs. Is that it?
That is correct.
Chrissy KRISSYDIGGS.
That's me.
And you can get the sticker along with. Are you sending 2 out or 1? For the next
To
shipment?
this to run.
Yeah, so you're gonna get a June and a July sticker. It's a special, and one was
It's special because I have been so busy. I
no.
can't.
We're getting more consistent. That's the whole goal of this, is to make sure that she's consistent with sending her stickers out. And the last one was a nightmarish, beautiful,
Ghoulish,
glow in the dark
ice cream.
glow in the dark. Literally ice cream. And then you'll also get this cute story that she's gonna write someday, probably.
Sakanatsu.
Yeah.
Sakanatsu?
Sakanatsu. I mean, something you could do on your Instagram is like you could just do like do a page and post it up and say one of whatever, right? And just like slowly post it up.
Just create the story of Sakanatsu.
Yeah, just make that part of like some content that you create. It'd be cute.
So I wanted to make it cuter. I always see like in like manga and stuff, they make like these really cute, bubbly kanji.
Oh, sure. Those are cute.
So I wanted to try doing something a little cuter.
Yeah, we bought some books recently from a nice little kids-oriented bookshop, but they had like comics and stuff, and they had some of that, right? Like the ones, like these kind of city pop vibe.
Not city pop, just cute.
Cute bubble text.
Bubble text, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it's city pop per se, but it's like
I guess that's what it reminds me
generationally,
of.
like I guess it would be like an '80s thing.
Sure. Yeah. I guess that's why I'm saying city pop. It reminds me of the bubble culture.
Yeah.
That's why they're using bubble letters.
Yeah.
What's a manga I like? My favorite manga of all time is Hikaru no Go, which is an old manga about a kid who gets haunted by a ghost that plays Ego, the Japanese game. And it's wonderful. It's a wonderful story because it basically starts as a standard shonen like ghost conceit, and it just turns into a story about professional game players.
It's the Death Note guy, right?
Yeah. Something Oba. How do you say his name? Hikaru, or their name.
You're supposed to watch Death Note before the next stream.
Oh, yeah. Well, I thought we were going to do the next stream a month later. I didn't know we were going to do it a week later. Takeshi Obata. Yeah, that's right. Takeshi Obata is one of my favorite manga artists, for sure. So, yeah, I'm a big fan of that. Of new stuff, actually, a new thing that we picked up is this manga called Go 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 Ghost.
Oh, yeah.
Which is really cool. Let me see if I can find the
Is it Go
cover.
Go 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 Ghost?
Isn't
Is that
it?
a different thing?
Ghost manga.
I feel like that is...
No, that's the name of the Go 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 Ghost.
Oh, yeah.
Let me see if I can find the cover. Yeah, and the art style is great.
Yeah, no one can see that.
No, I'm gonna put it in the chat if anyone wants to. If you're a nerd, let me see if I can.
The art is really cool, and that
Yeah.
was the deciding factor in like wanting it.
I'm gonna copy the. Can you load links in Twitch? Like if I were to.
I don't know.
It's on eBay. Let me see if I can do that. Let's see if I can put in the Twitch. But Go 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 Ghost. Chat identity? No, I don't think you can. So I'm just gonna have to like post a link to whatever this is. Well, if you want to buy on eBay, I guess I'm posting an eBay link to it. But it's pretty cool. It looks like a pretty told story here. If you want to buy it on eBay, I don't think it's available. It's translated. It's pretty new, so it's probably only the second volume's out. But it's really cool. So check it out. The art's great. The style's cool. It's like this kind of modern manga mixed with like a mod art style.
Yeah,
almost.
it's got
it's pretty cool.
Fun vibe, and I get the feeling it might catch on here. Like if it gets an anime, it might be popular in America.
Yeah, for sure.
It's got that kind of style.
Yeah, really cool. So that's one we're into. Well, yeah, it's $12.34 because they're selling it, doubling the price for a profit. So if you get it here, it's
like nothing.
Normal price, 500, 600 yen or whatever.
Perks of Japan. If you can read Japanese, I guess.
Yeah. There is no furigana in that manga though, so just be aware.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's harder to read the normal Japanese.
Hence
comics.
why we haven't really started it.
Yeah, I read most of it.
Oh, did you?
It's pretty good. But there were a lot of things I had to look up because I'm like, oh crap, I don't know this kanji. It is an adult a kanji for adults. So
It's a grown-up story
It's a grown-up story for grown-up people
about grown-up
with
ghosts.
and trigger warning. It does start.
Have
It
unaliving.
does have start with unaliving.
Unaliving. Can't say that word on stream.
Sure, unaliving. Yeah, that's a good point. It is 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, the price was $12.34. It was just 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's funny.
Some fortuitous numerology there. But yes, pick it up. That's a new one. How about you? What do you guys like? What's a popular or unpopular or secret gem that you're into? I think that's a good question because I'm assuming if you're on Chrissy's stream, you're just an art fan. If you're an art fan, you're a person who likes art, manga, anime, and so on. What's your favorite manga? I mean, I think I know the answer, but what would you say your favorite is at this moment?
It's difficult. I haven't really read manga in a long time. I think one of my favorites was Inuyasha.
Inuyasha? All right.
Yeah. I that's the last one I feel like I really was constantly reading every week.
Yeah.
Because I was into Inuyasha for a while.
That's true.
I like it's hard. I didn't read manga that much anymore. I bought Beastars with the intent of reading it because I like the art style a lot. But it's also very hard.
Sure.
Like in all kanjis and stuff. No furigana.
Oh yeah, Chance Baby knows you from the girls with the goggles day. Yeah, if you look up, Chrissy was known as the girl with the the chick with the goggles. Is it chick with the goggles?
That chick with the goggles.
That chick with the goggles. So if you look up those videos on YouTube, you can see a energetic Chrissy Diggs talking about Sailor Moon
and video games.
Sit. Formula says sit. Is that a?
Oh, I know. I like. What is it? Skip and Loafer.
Oh, Skip and Loafer. Yeah, you were talking about Skip and Loafer. What is Skip and Loafer about?
It's about a country girl from Kanazawa, who moves to Tokyo to go to high school, and she's really she's anxiety a lot.
Yeah.
So she's just kind of this anxious but really earnest character.
Right.
And Loafer is this laid back, easygoing guy who he doesn't really have real friends so much, but they end up by chance meeting at the station. She gets lost on the way to school, and he takes her to school, and then he just kind of starts being interested in her because she's so earnest and genuine about her interests and things. Okay. It's cute. I don't know.
Skip and Loafer.
I like it. It's well animated. Well drawn and well animated. The anime is nice too. It's cute. I don't know. And
Skip and Loafer.
It's got a trans character in it who is played in a normal way. That's really nice. I thought that's nice. And she's from Kanazawa, so I get to see Kanazawa sometimes.
That's very true. I guess for Chance Maybe, who's looking for more manga, what kind of stories do you like in anime and so on? Do you like shonen stuff, combat? I could probably give you a recommendation based on the things that you've been into. Power of the Kitty Ichigo Man was basically a Sanrio Kamen Rider collab. I haven't seen that.
What?
But that seems like something we should read sometime.
That's funny.
Power the Kitty Ichigo Man.
So I'm guessing, is it Hello Kitty?
I'm looking up.
A character?
Yeah, see, I just Power the Kitty Ichigo Man.
Power the Kitty. Power the Kitty.
Oh yeah, it just straight up looks like It's like Hello Kitty with
Ichigo ears, strawberry ears.
And they just say Mon for person, so they just call her Ichigo Mon. That's pretty cute.
It's weird.
It's fun.
It's funny. It's cute.
That.
Fun ideas.
Power, that seems like a fun one. Oh wow, there's they even did a live stage dance or something with it. It's kind of wild.
Seems right. Sentai and all.
So Death Note, some Cowboy Bebop, Old School Vampire Hunter, Robotech. I hear Berserk's a good one. The author of Death Note, I didn't finish it, but they had I do like the artist, so you might like Platinum End. I don't know if you've seen that anime or seen that around.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, that's basically it's a story of God is trying to find like a replacement, and so he like chooses like 24 people to like give them angelic powers, and they have to like kill each other until one person's left.
Norigami.
Norigami.
That one's really good.
I haven't seen that one.
It's
but-
like about a god of like, I forget what it is, but like it's got really good like animation and really good cutscene, like battle scenes and stuff. And he's trying to get people to believe in him. That's what it is. So like he is trying to like do things to earn his like right as a god for like his shrine or whatever.
Okay.
It's really cool, and you can learn about a lot of different Japanese gods.
Okay. Norigami. You got two recommendations for you. Norigami.
Norigami?
Norigami.
Norigami? I don't remember. It's cute. It's cool. I like it.
Norigami. Yeah, here it is.
Norigami, right?
Norigami.
Yeah.
So Noragami.
Noragami.
So Noragami. So
Noragami.
so there's Noragami, and then Platinum End. Yeah, the art is really good. So I could recommend Platinum End just based on the art alone. And Go Ghost. Go Ghost. So whatever that's called.
Go Ghost.
Have you heard of the live TV show Tokyo Vice based on the true story of an American becoming a reporter with a Japanese newspaper? I have not heard of Tokyo Vice. I've seen a book called Tokyo Vice, but I don't think that's the same thing. Yeah, I could imagine an American foreigners becoming, especially if it's like NHK or something like that. Like, it's very rare to have foreign journalists. So no, I'll keep an eye out for that. Tokyo Vice. Tokyo Vice.
Basement.
You said it was a TV show? Well, there's an American crime drama called Tokyo Vice. Of course, starring Ken Watanabe.
The Japanese actor.
The Japanese person.
The only one in all of Hollywood. Man, what's going to happen when Watanabe Ken is not around anymore?
Yeah, gotta...
They need to find a new Japanese actor.
Oh yeah, Tokyo Vice, an American reporter on the police beat in Japan. That's the memoir of Jake Adelstein. I might have that. I haven't read it. I might have been gifted that and haven't read it yet. Oh, Poddugan on YouTube says, "What's up, Diglett?"
Hi. Hello.
Yeah, we're on Twitch and YouTube, so whichever you prefer to watch Chrissy on, we're kind of jumping back and forth between those.
I've heard Twitch was better, so I started using Twitch, but...
I will keep an eye out for that. Chance. I'll try to watch that. I like stories about fish out of water stories, especially if they're, English speakers, anthropomorphic fish out of water.
Yeah.
So yeah, you follow the guy on Instagram, have a lot of mutual contacts. Okay, cool. So yeah, we'll check it out. That sounds kind of interesting, or pretty interesting, really interesting. Sakanatsu.
Trying to figure out where I want to put it actually. Sakanatsu yo.
Yeah, I like it. The story of a young girl and a young fish girl getting together
I can't decide if it's a boy or a girl.
to make dreams of a future.
To make dreams of a future.
That sounds like the tagline, Jen. To make dreams of a future.
Summer future memories forever.
Yeah. This summer will never end.
I
A lot of people are talking about that. A lot of people are talking about summer's never ending.
No, it's because, like, for young people, that's, like, a special time, right?
Sure.
It's, like, no school, and lots of formative memories happen during summer.
Yeah.
For adults, it's, like, not that special. It's just hot, and you have to wear business clothes in the summertime.
Exactly.
It's no fun.
I love the summer in Southern California.
California summer is
Going
probably
to the
amazing.
Beach, watching cartoons. Those are the two things I did.
That's it. Going to the beach, watching cartoons.
Yeah, those are the two things.
Going to the beach.
Yeah, that's all we did back in the day. Playing some Final Fantasy VI.
You know, I used to hate summer because I had to go to Oklahoma in the summer and stay with my grandparents in Norman, Oklahoma. Which,
man, Norman, the city of Norman sounds
right. It sounds like
even more boring.
Yeah, it is the worst place. Like, I complain about Kansas City, but like Norman, Oklahoma is the absolute worst place to like be.
And if you're from Norman, Oklahoma,
I'm sorry. No, if you're from Norman, Oklahoma, I'm sorry, and I hope you can get out of there. That's the truth.
Yeah.
Everybody knows it.
They'll probably agree with you.
I remember when Norman, Oklahoma got its first Walmart.
Was that a?
It's like a big deal.
Carnival event.
It was a big ordeal. Yeah.
The pageantry of Walmart.
That's where I like overcame my fear of tornadoes, I suppose.
Because you were just hanging out in
This place of constant tornadoes.
So like when you say constant tornado, so yeah, Chance maybe has friends in Norman.
Yeah.
Tornado Alley.
They want to leave, right?
So I think tornadoes are horrifying.
I think they're kind of cool.
Like it's just the air turning to a cylinder of death.
Yeah, it's dope. It's powerful.
Okay,
It's
how
cool.
do you feel about earthquakes? Do you think tornadoes are scarier?
I think earthquakes
Yeah.
are scarier.
So Scribbler Johnny joined us and is
Hello.
asking if that's a kappa, and no.
No, it's a koi girl.
Yeah, sorry, you missed out. We created this whole story about a koi
Child.
whose wish was to become human for a day.
To experience a festival.
So basically the Little Mermaid, but reverse. Just the top
Yeah.
part becomes
The bottom-
the bottom becomes. Well, I guess it's still the same.
I guess
The
it's still kind of the same
bottom
story.
becomes human, yeah.
Yeah.
But she has a fish head, so
Yeah.
koi friend. Yeah, so it's soon to be made Ghibli movie. Sakanatsu.
Sakanatsu.
The summer fish.
The summer fish.
The summer fish.
That's gonna be the American
Yeah.
title.
Yeah. And Brie or Bri? Brie or Bri?
Brie.
Brie. Oh yeah, thank you, Brie. Brie is also a fish out of water. She's a half Japanese,
girl.
half you would say half Black American.
Yeah.
Right? And they just moved back to Japan with their mom and dad. Wait, which one's a Black American, the mom or the dad?
The dad.
The dad. Black
Yeah, I
American.
feel like that's more common.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be. The mom
Okay,
can-
fine. The mom is black. The
What-
mom is
yeah,
me.
wha-
It's my child.
My branch again? Sure. So yeah, so they move over. She's a fish out of water too. Doesn't have many friends. Can't speak Japanese that well, and yeah, they meet and they become friends.
They enjoy their first festival
Yeah.
together.
And she explains that. And when they're like, well, "What is that weird mask?" And, "Oh, it's the weird fit. Oh, it's just a
It's
mask."
just a mask.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
it was a really good mask.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But Koiko speaks really good Japanese.
yeah,
and
so she's a good translator.
But she's not human, so her culture is different. So anyway, coming to an animation studio, 2026.
Yeah, it's my next project.
Yeah.
All right, next. Finally, we can get into line art.
Cool.
Sorry it took me so long.
So no, it'll take longer when you just come up with idea from scratch, right?
Yeah.
This is like literally started with nothing, like summer, and then she came up with this. So the beauty of creation. Chess may be better than what Hollywood has been putting out lately. Correct. Well, Hollywood's not putting anything
I was
out.
gonna say Hollywood ain't putting out jack right now.
Although I don't know if you read the stories about them approving like indie studios to
To be okay.
A24. Yeah. So as long as they sort of follow, the demands, then they can make movies, which is a really smart idea.
Awesome, and maybe might lead to a lot more interesting
Yeah.
films.
Scribbler Johnny put a really cool koi fish emoji.
Oh,
It's
beautiful.
cute. And this is coming together beautifully.
Thank you.
I love the contrast of the expressions and general composition style.
Thank you very much.
Agreed. I think it is cool seeing it come from nothing to
Something.
something. It's always the magic of creation.
I'm jaded. It's like not that big a deal to
Yeah.
me, but I'm really happy people like watching me draw.
Yeah. What search terms did you use to put this together, by the way? Like, what did you put in? Koi, fish, girl, pretty,
Summer.
5 fingers on each hand.
Chat GPT or what do you call it? What do you call it? Not Chat GPT. Midjourney jokes.
Yeah. Hands are hard to draw.
It's
Would you
true.
attest to that, Crazy? How
Absolutely.
do you feel about your hands?
They're fine. I feel like my hands are never perfect, but I have made a conscious decision to not dwell on their imperfection
Yeah.
and make sure that they just are doing what they're supposed to be doing.
I wish I were a better drawer, then maybe I could also give you a hand. Where's the camera? Oh, there it is.
You're trying to do a Jim Happer.
Jim the camera.
Yeah.
So, Ooh, visual. It is visual ASMR. I agree with that. It's quite pleasing. Sorry to have me talking over with her, but it's it keeps us entertained, right, Chrissy?
Keeps me entertained.
Yeah, I like helping you out.
Because I can't read the chat the whole time, so
That's true.
I feel sad if I'm not able to talk to you guys. So it helps me a lot to have a second hand.
Yeah.
I made a hand joke.
Oh, I get it. Yeah. A round of applause. Give you.
Hmm.
No. Okay, fine.
No.
Sorry, fluff the handle there.
Ahaha! Badanta.
Okay, we're done. I don't think the chat can handle much more.
Ah, yeah.
So yes.
You got your finger on the pulse of the chat for me?
That's right, I do. Eating some watermelon. We should have had some watermelon. Man,
I don't like watermelon.
well, melon. You like melon though.
Should
right?
have had my popsicles, the melon popsicles.
Ooh, should have brought some melon balls. They would have melted, but
Should have done that.
should have done that.
Refrigerator up here, right?
No, they don't. I thought they do.
Oh, did you
Thought they
bring
did.
milk up here?
Yeah, but it's sealed. I brought the sealed one, so
Oh.
it'll be fine.
We're making a video later today about
Yeah.
Oreos.
Yep.
Not a stream thing, but a YouTube video.
Yeah. So, can you tell them the premise?
Yeah, so basically, when I came to Japan, obviously I love Oreos because I'm a red-blooded American person, and I realized that Oreos in Japan taste different from American Oreos, like better, and in my opinion. They taste like, in my opinion, I think they taste like original Oreos, like before whatever changed about them has changed or whatever. So I want to test his opinion on it and see
Sure.
if I am accurate on that statement and see which one he prefers.
Yeah.
So we're going to do an Oreo taste test, basically.
Good try.
American versus Japan.
Mhm. I don't remember what Oreos taste like, but
Perfect.
So I like to.
That's
to
even
try it.
better.
Temps maybe has the suggestion you could do a whole series of these where you draw a story in comic form, one
Mm,
panel at a time. I thought about doing something like that. Yeah, that'd be
that's a
fun.
cool idea. Maybe it's this.
Sure,
Maybe
this is the sticker is the cover of it. Watermelon is nice. You ever sate it?
what is
Salt it. Sorry.
that? Say.
You
You
ever-
ever say to watermelon?
You ever sate it? Sage? Is that French? Sage watermelon? No. You ever salt it? Yeah, it is good. Salted watermelon is good. I did something much worse than that though. Once in university, me and my friends were into frying, and we once fried a watermelon.
No.
And I do not recommend eating.
Wouldn't it
fried
just
watermelon.
melt?
Basically all the flavor like leached out of it.
Yeah, that seems right.
And it was just like like a
Mush.
fried, like
Mush.
it was like a clear watermelon. I think was what happened.
Wait, did you deep fry it or?
Deep fry,
Yeah.
yeah, in batter. Yeah, it was gross. Don't fry a watermelon.
Sounds gross.
Have you ever had the white chocolate covered Oreos?
No, but I'm suspicious I wouldn't like. I've made them before. I've made like chocolate dipped Oreos, but I've never bought any. Generally, I think whenever Oreo deviates from like the standard Oreo, it's like way too sweet for me. Like I don't like double stuff Oreos, and I don't like any of the like special flavor Oreos because they're always like double stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So like I had one once that was like fruit punch Oreo.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can see myself going for that though.
Nah, it was weird. I didn't like
Weird.
it. Too sweet. No. Braids are hard to draw. I like braids, but they're hard to draw.
Sure.
And I did braids because nothing feels more summer to me than having braids.
I guess if you did do a comic with this character, you'd have to draw a lot of braids at different angles.
Yeah, you have to get good at braids.
Yeah.
Or I just wouldn't have braids. Maybe she only has
Naruto.
braids for the...
The Naruto solution. I don't know if you guys read Naruto, but he started with goggles.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, but he just realized how
Hard
it
it
is
is
to
to
draw
consistently
goggles.
draw goggles. Yeah, they are hard to draw.
Comic series, so that's where he came up with his idea of just doing the band.
Did he just change it like mid-comic?
I think he did like a pilot of the character where it was all goggles, and then when it got picked up to be like an anime series, then the first one he started with the goggles in the first issue, and then he got gifted with like the
Band,
ninja
headband.
the ninja band. Yeah,
Smart.
That's how it ended. Yeah, clever.
Get to keep the iconic like element
Yeah.
without drawing goggles every time.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure the animators were happy too.
I still like Naruto. I like the I was a big Naruto fan back in the day, and I like I like his drawing style, his art style. I don't like we've talked about this before. I wish it went in a different direction at a point,
Sure.
but you know, it's hard. Drawing's hard. I get it.
I mean,
It's hard.
being a mangaka is really hard.
It's true. It's making a thing every week.
And, like, not making that much money for it.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm sure he made money eventually. Like, once he,
I
if
don't
you
know
have a
that-
big, if you have a series like Naruto, like you're gonna make money off merch and all that stuff.
Maybe.
I assume.
Maybe. Because I feel like a lot of times they get cut out of a lot of that stuff. They just, like,
so?
yeah. I feel like that happened to who? I think Naoko Takeuchi has a really good, like, contract, Sailor Moon lady.
Mm-hmm.
But I think a lot of other manga artists end up getting, like, screwed over in the contract deals.
Yeah, it's a shame. So don't become a mangaka unless you're independent. I do have a friend. He does comics. He's also Black American, and he does a manga comic right now. Shout out! I think it's called Pantheon. Shout out to Pantheon on one of those services. But he's doing it like I think he's releasing weekly or something like that.
You showed me his stuff, didn't
Yeah.
you?
Okay. Thanks, guys. Maybe. Yeah. Thanks for joining us. Will this be a consistent thing? I think yes. I think this time every week, Thursday morning our time, which is whatever time it is there for you right now, is what it's going to be.
Yeah, I think that's the goal.
Yeah.
So.
No, do your thing. Be a teacher. Take care of folks. So
Thanks for
take care of the
coming
kids. Take care of the kids. Thank you for your
Save the
service.
children.
Thanks. And yeah, a lot of folks do get screwed out of merch. Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
I guess that's the big piece of the pie, right?
Yeah, that's
Throwing-
the money.
Just throwing Naruto and towels and stuff.
Yeah, like, I think they just sign over the character rights, basically. So they'll sell it, like, flat, and then they don't get residuals.
If, I guess... Okay, so this is a conversation Christine and I have talked about before where there's so much talent in this country that's, like, underutilized creatively. Because, like, you have all these people that are great at drawing that love manga, but they think the only future for themselves is to be, like...
Shonen Jump or, like...
Yeah, or not even draw in the first place, right? You said
Right.
you had a student that was a
I
great
had
art.
so many students who were, like, really legitimately good at art, and they're just like, oh, it's just a hobby. I can never do anything with it. I'm like,
Yeah, because
sad.
they're not sort of, like, lifted up creatively.
Yeah, it's just not a thing that's, like, celebrated.
I think that'd be a cool future dream for us. Is once we're stable with some of our projects, I would love to start an image style label where you find like,
Indie publishing.
yeah, do
company.
indie publishing. I mean, I guess arguably you could do that now, but if you have the resources to just do that and find local talent and give them a bigger piece of the pie,
You could do kind of like what they do with Shonen Jump, I guess, but like more frequently, like a contest kind of thing, like a submission contest.
oh sure,
And then they have more rights to their stuff and like make it
give them more rights, and then I mean,
allow
that's-
more stories, different kinds of stories, you know.
That's arguably what happened exactly with Image Comics back in the '90s.
Yeah.
I forgot, was it Todd McFarlane or whatever, like the Spawn and so on. They want to give artists a bigger piece of their own pie. So
Right.
yeah, it'd be awesome to have some. Maybe something like that exists here already. I don't
It's
know.
possible, yeah. I mean, the internet, I feel like, has changed that a lot nowadays, and a lot of people read comics online in Japan, especially. So it could be that has become like a game changer, but
Sure.
I don't know enough about the market,
Yeah.
like professionally,
Something,
to know.
something I would like to explore in the future.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Would you want to do like an actual manga, Chrissy?
You mean like black and white or something?
Yeah, like a traditional black and white manga in your style, in Japanese with a Japanese author.
I mean, sure. I mean, yeah. I mean, black and white's easy, so it's better than doing it color. Yeah, I would do that. I think it'd be fun. I think I would need help, maybe. Like, I think the hardest part is just like doing all the inking and stuff.
Right. Oh, that's another manga recommendation if you're looking for Bakuman. Bakuman's a good one. It's about two manga artists, two young men trying to become successful manga artists to have their dreams come true.
Also by the guy who did Death Note, right?
That's right. He is one of my favorite consistently, especially because of like the sort of variety of stories they've done. Like Bakuman is about a manga artist. Death Note is about, psychopath killer.
Yeah.
I guess they're all about young people. That's always going to be the thread.
The through line.
Yeah, no one wants to read about old people.
I like reading about old people sometimes. There's that really good, but that turned really uncomfortable manga that I was reading that was kind of about old people.
What was that?
This story called Usagi Drop, like Bunny Drop.
Okay.
And it starts out as this really cute series about a middle-aged man who ends up taking care of this little girl. I think it's like his niece or something, or like he's not related directly, but they're like a part of the family or whatever. And so he ends up raising her, and he's like, this gruff guy or whatever.
Oh yeah, you told me about this one. It's weird.
And then she grows up, and then she falls in love with him, and then he's like, I don't know how I feel about this.
Yeah, why can't father figures be father figures?
Oh, it's weird. And like, at first he is like uncomfortable with it, to be fair, but then he's like eventually just like, well, she is a woman and she made a decision, so.
Yeah, if Woody Allen did it.
It's like, no, it was almost so great. It was such a like heartwarming story about a man learning how to care about someone, and then
that they're not banging.
Yeah, it would have been more satisfying if he had just been like, no, I am your father. I can't have a relationship with you. And then she was just like, okay.
And then, that's fine, I'll just have a relationship
with someone else. Yeah, that's basically what it is. And you expect it to be like that. You expect it because he does say no.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, okay, good. He's a good guy through and through. And then she's just like, but please. And he's like, all right,
yeah,
okay. You are very pretty, so.
Elgin Carter also said hi on YouTube. Just saying, what's up?
Hello. Oh, you can't see my thingy, can you?
What's up?
I have both chats.
You do?
Yeah, somewheres. Because I'm using this restream thing. Yes.
Genji, just like Genji and Murasaki?
Yeah, and the moe thing, it's like a tough one for me to wrap my head around, really.
Yeah. It is, okay, was the author male or female?
I'm gonna guess male.
I'm
I'm not sure.
What was it called again?
Usagi Drop.
Usagi Drop.
Or Bunny Drop.
I guess it doesn't really matter either way. Usagi Drop. Yumi Unita.
Sounds like a girl, yeah.
Female, yeah.
I feel like females often write like weird relationships.
So yeah, could that be like a wish fulfillment on her part of like liking older men?
She probably has some uncle in her past who's like, I wish I could have married you, uncle.
That's yeah, but that's different because uncles are like blood.
I think there's some kind of relationship between them. I can't remember. I don't know if it says so in the Wikipedia, but they're not blood related, but they are related. Mm-hmm. But that happens too in things like, for example, Cardcaptor Sakura. Yeah. There are like inappropriate relationships, and that's all written by women. Like, I think I told you, there's like a teacher and like a little girl like Sakura's age, so they're like junior high school. I think they're elementary school students. Mm-hmm. So they're like little in Cardcaptor Sakura. And one of the students has a crush on her teacher, which is like a pretty normal thing, generally speaking. I had a crush on a teacher or two. But then, like, she confesses her feelings to the teacher, and then he's like, okay, I'll wait for you. And he does, and they subsequently end up together in, like, the end of the series. And they just, like, are dating.
It's a beautiful love story.
They date, but they don't, like, touch, so it's, like, fine, according to the story.
It's,
Yeah, because one of the things that they do in Cardcaptor Sakura is explore different types of love. And they have a lot of representation, like, like gay romance and stuff like that. But then there's that one. You're like, oh, it's so inclusive. This is nice.
Yeah, old people, young people love.
I don't know.
Okay, like if two people meet and one's like 35 and the other is like 55.
But that's different, though.
I know it's different.
Both adults.
Yeah, I guess there's the power dynamic.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. The power dynamic is important. You can't like, what do you call it when you
groom them?
Yeah. Grooming is.
Because they don't know. I don't know. It's just weird. I think. I don't know if it's like a moral wrong or just like a.
I think in real life too. Like I don't think like those kind of things are this kind of fantasy fulfillment in real life. If you take care of someone, you do raise them as your daughter or whatever, it's messed up to try to like get them. Like that should just be a thing.
Yeah, it's probably not okay. Like, even if the younger person is like really into it, like they're like, I definitely want to have this relationship and I understand everything, it still feels wrong because you, as the adult, the older adult in the situation, know that they love you because of different reasons, right?
Yeah.
So, it's
I did read sorry, we're getting into the weeds here on the topic, but there was a infamous Reddit thread, I think, as like a parenting thread about a parent, like a dad who was very keen on being sex positive with her daughter and her family and whatever. And when she was a teenager, she approached him saying that she'd feel very comfortable if her first sexual experience was with him, and he was just like, "Oh, did I fuck up?" he was having so obviously he doesn't want that. But he was just like, "Oh shit, did I go too far?
Too far in the positive."
Asking for advice.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, and Scribbler Johnny has a good point. I don't think a healthy egalitarian relationship is possible in those circumstances because they are not equal. And that's exactly it. And so I don't like because I was a teacher for many years, and you meet a lot. Okay, fine if you have a student that you click with, they're an adult, and
you're both adults.
Fine, great, sure. But at the same time, me personally, I've always had an issue with the power dynamic a little bit, with like
an
students.
English teacher.
Yeah, as an English teacher. I mean, it's better.
Is there a power dynamic? They pay you to be there. It's a little different.
I guess it's different if I guess that is different from like say being a teacher with
if you're a professor and you control their grades, it's a little different, right?
That's a good point. Being a professor, I thought if I were being a professor and you have those students,
then that's icky, right? Because you control their fate, basically. So
and you're in this position of authority. Yeah, it is better if you're dating someone like an Eikaiwa.
That's a little different,
sure,
I think.
because they pay to be there. They want to be.
Unless they're a high school student, in which case it's not okay.
Yeah, and when it's high school.
Which that has happened before.
Yeah.
Which is terrifying to think, like. An Eikaiwa teacher got fired because he knocked up a high school girl.
Oh, yeah, that's messed up, man.
It's icky.
Not about that life.
That is a power dynamic of age, though.
So, that's why I don't want a romantic relationship between these two characters, Koiko and Free.
You think there's a power dynamic at play here?
Yeah, one's human.
One is a fish out of water.
One's a fish out of water.
Born yesterday. Well, it's just like Fifth Element.
Just like Fifth Element, exactly.
Koiko is like a Lilu.
Multi watermelon pass. Multi pass. That's the only line I remember from Fifth Element.
Oh.
She pulls up the things.
Multi pass. Yeah. That's a good movie. How do you not remember more? It's so good.
No, I remember Chris Tucker's character.
Of course. Everybody remembers Chris Tucker's character.
Remember the awesome opera scene.
Yeah.
Solid movie.
I can't do it. I can't do opera.
Were you able to do it before?
No.
Yeah,
it gets too high. I think it's like simulated.
No, I don't think it is.
No?
I think it's an actual...
the very last note I'm pretty sure is not real. Feel free to look it up, but it gets to a point where it's like too high. Like, I don't think a human can do it.
That was Inva Mula Chaco.
Like, I think she definitely did most of it, but there's one note that gets to be like...
And does she actually sing the last note? Yeah, you might be right. Let's check it out.
Because it gets all digital and stuff.
Really, I mean, there's a Chinese opera singer that says that she is able to do it. I guess she's saying 85% of it, and then her voice is sampled and edited.
Yeah,
okay.
That's what I thought.
For like last 15%.
Yeah, because it's like this like funky thing. To watch that again. If you haven't seen it in a long time.
I have not seen it in a while.
That's such a good movie.
Yeah. Lilu was the best. Yeah. So it was edited at the end, but we'll watch this later. There's a Chinese opera singer who says
they can do it.
They can do it, which it makes sense to. I have to hear it again. It was insane and basically inhuman, which is the intent. But by creating the example, I could see someone
trying to emulate
it and do something that we did not think
previously possible.
Oh, okay. So former husband's seen it. Okay, great. I've seen it. So cool.
Yeah.
So it's worth a watch. We'll check it out.
So good. Yeah.
No, I mean the Chinese opera singer doing that voice.
Oh, I see.
So you got some line work going here, huh, Chrissy Diggs? Sorry, back to the art. It's about the art. We're here for the art, guys. Not here for waxing nostalgic about 90s movies, which although, wait, the 90s? 2000s?
90s, I think. Late 90s? End of 90s?
Probably 99. I think 1999. Fifth Element.
97.
97.
I was right.
Woo.
Whoa, I'm getting good at numbers for some reason. I've been like really on a track of like guessing things lately.
Good. Actually, I have a picture of Chris Tucker. Man, he's you know,
Old.
he's looking older.
He looks puffy.
Sure.
His like face looks puffy. Wonder if he drinks a lot. That's how you can tell like alcoholics when they get older. Their face gets all puffy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll try to drink in moderation.
You can always tell. You can see it in their eyes. Like they get puffy in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think because like the fluid like builds up differently or something. I don't know. I just a thing I noticed.
I see. Well, yeah, I'll try not to live that life. I like to. So you imagine that when the fish's wish comes true, it's not like they bought a yukata, right? Is it just like they come fully formed with yukata?
Yeah, sure.
So this is the pattern that the gods have deemed
Suitable.
suitable for a human fish.
Oh my god, I don't know what I'm drawing. Oh no. Those are hard. Arm that goes around like that. Like that.
Sure.
Something like that. And
Yeah, that's right.
this shouldn't be there. Okay, that's better. Like that. Yeah, something like that. It's fine. It's fine. Don't look.
Well, that's the whole point of this, isn't it? To look the whole time.
No, don't look. It's fine. Ignore it.
Summer Matsuri makeup. It's Scribble Johnny's other suggestion for a title, possibly.
Summer Matsuri what?
Summer Matsuri makeup.
Makeup. Summer Matsuri makeup.
I like that the koi is eating the watermelon, but Brie hasn't yet.
Because he's a fish.
Like,
There's low impulse control.
I don't know what this is.
No, it's like the first time he's ever tasted it, right?
It's true.
He's like, what? And she's like, ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good. Does the fish have a mechanism to choke on seeds? Probably not.
No, I'm pretty sure they just swallow everything whole.
Yeah.
I think they can eat anything if it fits.
Scribble Johnny is also suggesting a Maho Shoujo transformation sequence.
I love it. It's one of the things I want to try animating someday.
Oh, sure.
Transformation sequence. I went when I saw the new Sailor Moon movie. That was like, it's always like the big appeal when you see the new ones because.
You want to see how they change it?
Well, some of them have never had like transformation sequences like in the anime.
I see.
So because they never were in the anime, like because the manga, so the last season of the manga is different from the anime. So there's a bunch of characters that don't exist.
Got it.
So it's kind of cool to see how they like take the transformation sequences.
So they have, it's dynamic and they get a lot of freedom with it.
Yeah.
How do they normally? I haven't read the manga. How do they normally do the transformation sequences in the comic? Is it just like
It's like
next frame?
like sparkly, da da da,
Right,
and then
right.
yeah. I don't think they actually animate the transformations as such, you know.
Got it.
Here, I'll give you this. You can look at that if you want to do.
Okay.
You can see both.
Oh, that's a good idea. So, yeah, do we know Anthony Francisco Shepard?
I don't know.
Trippy Animations, loves the style.
Are they on Insta or are they professional? Tell me more.
Francisco Shepard, here we go. Oh, this looks pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, I do know. Beautiful. Really cool.
So, yeah, I'll keep this in my to watch pile. So to
Love trippy animation.
Saved. Watch later. Cool. No, yeah. Thanks for bringing that back to our attention. We like fun weird animation?
I love animation. I wish I could do animation. I can do, but I just don't have time.
Yeah, that's
It's the hard part. This animation is a labor of time, purely.
Mhm. Do you think AI will end up helping with that?
Maybe. Hopefully in a good way,
Yeah.
not in a lazy way.
Yeah, because like you can imagine if all of a sudden you just have a bunch of people making their own visions and
Yeah, I think one way I could see animation, and probably they already have started doing it in some ways, is like doing like what you call tweening, which is like you start from one image and then the other, and then you have to make all of the like
Images
frames
between.
between.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I imagine, if not already, perhaps in the near future, people will use AI for tweening animation, because that is like the most time-consuming part of things.
Right.
To make it look good, you need a lot of frames, right?
Right.
I think, what is it, 24 frames per second? Well, it's Akira. Akira is, I think, 24 frames per second, which is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. 1 second, 24 pictures.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess if you were to do anime, there could be people try to do animation. I've seen some people try to do animation with pure AI or whatever. And
Yeah,
it
it's
always
kinda-
had this kind of.
It's like look at a wonky thing.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sure the technology will better.
It's pretty new, so eventually, I'm sure it'll get there. And then there'll be no need to hire animators ever again.
I mean, you would just hope that animators just do their own thing, but
Yeah, in a perfect society where money didn't matter,
does everyone just become an animator?
Yeah. just be an artist. How cool would that be?
Yeah. Weeble still going pretty strong. Released a song recently that I helped you helped with the lyrics,
Oh,
and Megazone 23 was wild too. That's really pretty cool.
cool.
Weeble, I remember Weeble from back in the day. Right? If it's who I'm thinking about.
Weeble.
Weeble animation. Yeah. Wait, is Weeble what do you call it? Badger?
It is Weeble, huh? Is that the same Weeble?
Is that the same Weeble that did Badger?
I love Badger.
Badger.
Mushroom, steak, it's a snake, ooh, it's a snake.
Dead on, solid, like it. So I got my son into he's 3, and his big thing is was it peanut butter jelly time?
Oh yeah, that was so funny, just randomly.
Peanut butter.
Just like
No context.
Just suddenly,
And,
like walking to the mall, he just stops.
So I go,
Like, what is he doing? Oh yeah, same person.
yeah. My spoon is. Oh yeah, Hirschfeld.
My spoon is too big.
Yeah, Chrissy's channel is where you go if you want to wax nostalgic about old internet cartoons.
Hi, I'm a banana.
Yeah, that's classic.
Yeah, those
I
are
remember how I
great.
watched that. Because, like, now you have YouTube.
I think I saw them on YouTube.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
I watched them back in the day when, like, someone gave me a disc. Like,
Eh?
you gotta watch this. Like,
Really?
burned it to, like, a disc.
Wow.
And then, like, well, it was a disc with, like, other things. It was
Yeah.
that, plus, like, other, like...
Uh,
Because if you didn't download it directly, you had to share it with people.
Right.
And some drives weren't readily
Right, so you
available
just
yet.
burn discs.
Yeah, so we used to burn discs for each other. That's how old I am.
Yeah.
I'm from the burn the disc for people days.
I mean, I am also, but not quite so. I think by the time I got to that, it was already on YouTube.
Yeah, I know. And Strong Bad's on, and so on. So Farmer Housing, mentioned that Strong Bad and the first generation Flash animation on YouTube. And
Yeah.
but they just have, man, they're just not as good though. Because
Just-
I remember, because you have all these things. Like, I remember part of the joy of watching Strong Bad and Homestar Runner was like hitting tab to try to find like the secret links.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
throughout the animation. 'cause
Yeah,
they
there's
were,
just something cool about Flash that's just not present in like the internet anymore. It was such a cool medium. It's really sad that they did away with it like that.
Yeah. Look how cold their sour fingers. He's gonna get you. Mm.
Salad fingers is so weird. Do you ever watch Salad Fingers?
I don't know if I did.
Oh, it's so weird. A rusty spoon.
Salad finger? I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Is that animation?
Yeah.
Rusty spoons. Oh no! Okay, yeah, I remember this.
Yeah.
This is fucked up.
Salad Finger's so weird. He's like a really sad guy. Or thing. I don't know.
Are there are people allowed to be weird nowadays?
Sure.
There are, but is it as popular as it was?
I don't know. Everybody's too busy like showing themselves off.
Yeah, I miss weird shit.
I mean, there's still a few like funny, weird YouTubers and stuff.
Sure.
That guy that is my friend's boyfriend.
Yeah.
His name? Meat Canyon.
Meat Canyon.
Meat Canyon is super fucking weird,
Okay.
and that's I feel like that same
So for Meat
school
Canyon?
of like weirdness.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody here probably knows who Meat Canyon is. If you don't know who Meat Canyon is, and if you like YouTube stuff, worth checking out. Quite grotesque, interesting videos.
Meat Canyon. All right.
Yeah. It's funny because like I know him, but I didn't realize I knew him. But then I guess I was told that a long time ago that I knew him, and like recently I was like, wait, I know who Meat Canyon is, which is really funny. And no, their animation is really their animation sensibility is really really cool.
Ooh. All right. I'll have to catch up on Meat Canyon.
Yeah, they're really cool. That's the person who drew my picture of Yuffie,
Mm-hmm.
the picture of Yuffie that I have.
Yeah.
That's her boyfriend.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So we have a original Meat Canyon.
Yeah, like 1 degree of separation.
1 degree of
I
separation.
used to work with her,
Okay. So we'll shout out to Meat Canyon.
Allison.
Fellow-
Allison Polson. She's a really good illustrator.
Shout out to Meat Canyon and
Allison.
And Allison. Maybe we could get them on the stream sometime to chat with you.
Probably not.
Probably not.
No.
Kind of difference, but
Yeah.
are they still together?
Yeah.
Okay.
They used to have a horse ranch in Texas, but
And a horse.
yeah, no, they live a cool life. I think she blogs about it, maybe. But I think they moved back to Kansas City, though.
I feel like that's a white American girl's dream is to own a horse ranch.
There
It's like
is.
she's basically living the dream.
Yeah. Well, she's like a primo horse girl. She's like a legit horse girl. Like, she lives the life. She is a rancher. She's real cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Are you would you like to own a horse someday?
No. I mean, I like horses, don't get me wrong. I love horses. I think they're awesome. I just think owning a horse is a lot more work than people realize.
Sure.
And I don't really want... I would love to, like, own a horse, like, at someone else's place.
Oh, sure. Yeah, like a service where they just kind of take care of your...
Well, that's, like, a normal thing.
It is,
Like,
yeah.
you can keep your horse at someone else's ranch, but, you know, then you have to, like, pay for that. But I don't think I'd want to just have a horse. Don't need their names there, actually. That's just for me.
Mhm.
Pew, pew. All right. I dare say we have entered the color phase.
Yay.
My guys and gals.
Yay.
And in-betweens.
So it's gonna be a brown firework.
What?
No, that's not. No. What color's the firework gonna be?
Don't know. Sparkly.
Sparkly, yeah, colorful, cool looking.
Hmm.
The physics of the fireworks that you've just created are sort of confuse me, but it's. I understand
There's
it's-
more than one.
I understand it's a beautiful stylization.
There's more than one.
Yeah. I see. So it's like.
Yeah, 3 fireworks.
Okay.
Don't hate on my physics.
I'm not hating. I'm just saying.
Hater. Haterade.
I don't drink Haterade. I drink Pocari Hate. There's no Gatorade in Japan, so the closest you get is Pocari Sweat.
So I'm surprised. I guess maybe Pocari Sweat keeps Gatorade out of the market because it's so popular.
Yeah. Also, Gatorade has a lot of like food colorings and
Additives probably wouldn't work very well.
Yeah, people are pretty sensitive to that stuff over here.
I mean, to be fair, it's a pretty good criticism. Like, why would you, a sports person, want to drink a full of color?
Because it looks and tastes like cherry. It can't taste like cherry if it doesn't look like a cherry.
One of them is illegal in England. The color, the yellow ones, or like Mountain Dew. Maybe it's the same like yellow agent that makes stuff bright yellow because it does something to men.
Yeah, it
Like-
makes your penis smaller.
No, not that, but like something else. I don't know. There's like a yellow, and it's like poison, and it's in America, but not in other countries.
Well, it's always been, that's like a schoolyard thing. Like, did you know that Mountain Dew makes your penis smaller because of Yellow 5?
Oh yeah, it's Yellow 5,
Yeah,
right?
so anything with it.
But
I
they're
don't-
not far off. Like Yellow 5 does do something bad to like men's biology.
Okay.
I can't remember what it is though.
Let's look it up. Yellow 5. Yeah, when I was a kid, I was like deathly afraid of Yellow 5 because I'm Asian.
Yeah.
So, Yellow 5. Bad for men, bad for males. Look it up. Question mark. The truth about Yellow 5 dye. Yeah, see, it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
There's no signs of back to the rumors to be true. They doubled down on the do. Jeez.
Is this property?
Taurine has little or no effect on sperm count, but may affect behavior in predisposed children. So maybe it had effect on hyperactivity.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Everything else is probably
Myth.
just hearsay.
Yeah.
Actually, after 3 hours of exposure, Yellow 5 caused damage to human white blood cells in every concentration tested.
Yeah.
So maybe it has to do with the immune system.
Yeah, it's basically just not particularly good for you.
Yeah. So I guess it's one of those rumors that turned into, well, you shouldn't have been drinking it anyway. 'Cause
Yeah.
Yellow 5. Yeah, Scribbler Johnny is yeah, no, I get it. I drank plenty of Mountain Dew too. I get it.
I don't know. I feel like it is like one of those drinks that like guys especially love.
Because it's extreme.
I guess so.
It's a very extreme beverage.
I think it's like a fine drink to drink.
I think it's a drink that I've had 2 drinks and then I'm like done drinking.
Yeah, like I'm like,
Like, I want to taste Mountain Dew. I don't want to drink Mountain Dew.
I guess I like the offshoots. Like I liked Code Red.
Red alert, something alerts.
Code Red.
Code Red? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. There's a blue one too, right?
And I like Baja Blast.
Is that the blue one?
I think so. Or no, it's like green or something. It's like the one you can only get at Taco Bell. I think it's like a bluish green.
Blast. It is. Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
no.
a more translucent green.
It's like a bluish green.
Mountain Dew flavors. We gotta check this out. What are the Mountain Dew
I
flavors?
don't think you
Let's
can
see.
get Mountain Dew here, can you?
No, thank God. You gotta have an orange one, Baja Puncha, Baja Flash, looks just like urine. Maui Blast, I would probably drink that.
I used to love Dr. Pepper when I was younger.
Yeah.
So yeah, Scribbler Johnny says you like Dr. Pepper. I used to love cherry vanilla Dr. Pepper specifically.
I feel like Dr. Pepper already kind of has a cherry-ish vibe, cherry sort of vibe for me.
Nah, cherry vanilla Dr. Pepper was the tits.
No.
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
say that? Can you see the tits on stream?
Yeah, sure.
With the tits.
It's not referential to anything.
Thank you, Thromo. So, Code Red, Livewire, Midnight Black. Midnight Black. I haven't had that.
I remember Midnight Black.
Yeah.
Man, soda culture is really weird in America, which is like something I didn't realize until I left America.
Yeah.
Like I feel like there's so many like sensational flavors and like stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Kick you in the nuts orange.
Yeah. But you don't really see that here so much. Energy drinks are starting to get that vibe around here, I've noticed.
Sure.
There's like a lot of like every time I go near the station on a weekday, I get like a free Monster energy drink, which is pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
I never buy Monsters. I just walk around Japan and I just get them for free. It's just
They're trying to give them away, trying to get people to taste it.
basically, but I don't know if it's catching.
Yeah, what I do like about the drink culture here is teas. I know a lot of Americans aren't that big into teas, but I like the variety of like
Non-sweetened drinks that you can buy like in a vending machine. There's at least like it's like a 50-50.
Yeah.
Like you can get a variety of things that don't have sugar in them, which is so nice.
Yeah.
Like in America, it's just like Dasani.
Yeah.
Dasani water.
And sometimes you get like a really nice tea that's delicious. Japan does have Kit Kat.
Yeah,
That's right. Now
that is true.
Now, Scribbler Johnny, here's a Japanese culture question for you, which you may or may not know the answer to.
Ooh, why?
Why is Kit Kat so popular in Japan?
That's a good question.
We'll give you a few minutes to answer, or anyone to answer.
Do, do,
I'm sure.
do,
Well, no,
do,
not Matt. Matt
do.
knows.
Yeah, Matt knows.
I'm sure Matt knows.
No one answer if you live in Japan.
Yeah. If you live in Japan, please do not answer. But why is Kit Kat so popular in Japan?
Boo, 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 boop, boo, doo,
All right.
boop, 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 boom, boom.
And Chrissy, what's the answer?
Because it is synonymous or similar to the word kitto-kato,
Yeah.
right? And it has to do with tests, like good luck, right?
Yeah, it's like good luck,
Yeah.
or kitokatsu, or kitokatsu means like definitely will win.
Yeah, so people often will give like a Kit Kat to a friend or a family member when they take a test or do something
Yeah.
like that. So it became like really trendy. Kitokato.
Yeah. So you would give, if someone's taking a test and to get to university, you give them a Kit Kat or buy a Kit Kat.
And that's how they
for
became
that.
trendy.
Yep.
And now they have a bajillion flavors.
Japan has a weird relationship with foreign foods
Yeah.
where they'll just sort of decide that this is the thing, like fried chicken, KFC for Christmas, Kit
Yeah.
Kats for taking tests. Just all right, this is what it is now. And
It's so funny how many like my students was always like asking me like what did you do for Christmas, like what kind of food did you eat for Christmas? I was like, oh yeah, you know, like roast chicken and stuff. Like, you don't eat KFC? It's like, no, if you ate KFC for Christmas in America, people will feel like sad for you. like oh, you have to eat KFC.
no, I think KFC is good for like a
Like
you
a
do
party.
like a potluck, like
Yeah.
a Christmas party. You
But
bring a
like,
Christmas
you
party.
know, Christmas is like a family thing. So it's like
Yeah.
if
If you're doing a Christmas party, I
Like-
think KFC is 100%
Christmas
acceptable.
Eve. Christmas Eve.
Yeah. I'm talking about the nature of the event.
No,
if you're,
yeah.
if you're gonna go with the family, then yes. If your mom's just like, all right, we got some KFC, then sure.
It's sad.
Pizza has corn. Pizza does have corn.
Yeah, I like it.
I like corn on pizza. Actually, one of my favorite. Something they have here that you is corn on ramen.
Oh yeah.
Like when you get corn and butter on ramen, it's not that common actually, but it's delicious. Try it sometime. If you ever make yourself top ramen at home, just put a bit of butter and corn on top of your ramen, and it glows it up.
That's something I should have had you bring back from the States.
What's that?
Cup noodle.
Oh
Because
yeah.
cup noodle in America is way worse than cup noodle in Japan.
Yeah, we
Cup
can do
noodle in
that.
Japan has like actual toppings and stuff in
Yeah.
it, like the seafood one.
Yeah.
It's like legit. And I was so surprised the first time I had one here. I was like, wait a second.
Sure.
There's actual like shrimp in here and
Yeah.
stuff.
Basically, we want to do a series of comparing the actual American versions to what we find in Japan and seeing how they line up.
How they pair up.
A cup of noodle would be a good one. I mean, when I'm in America, that's not the first thing I think of. Oh, I better bring back. I better
No.
bring home some cup of noodle.
No, it's not a very typical thing to want to eat per se.
Yeah.
But that's because, you know, in America they're not that tasty. But I think Japanese cup noodles are actually quite good. Like,
Yeah.
I used to eat them a good amount of times just because they're good.
Yeah. A popular thing here is to do cup of noodle, seafood cup of noodle
With milk.
with putting a little milk in it.
It's so
It's
good.
pretty good. It gives it like a creamy seafood flavor.
Fire. It was so popular that they actually like made like a limited flavor version of that.
Yeah, that has the
Like the
dairy
cream in
yeah.
it.
Thrilmo says they want the Cowboy Bebop instant hot ramen by pulling a string. Oh yeah, sure. Gives it like technology someday.
I feel like it's probably not too far off, right?
Yeah. Well, Cowboy Bebop was set in the distant future of 2019, wasn't it?
I don't know.
No, it was
I think it was
no, it was like
later
2040.
than that, yeah.
What year was Cowboy Bebop set in? And the answer is 2071.
Okay, plenty of time.
You have time for that. It's fine. We're getting there.
I think we'll make it.
Yeah. Ready or not? We're halfway there. Living on a prayer. We're gonna make it. I swear.
Sorry. It's taking me a long time.
Yeah, you did it from scratch, but
I'm taking my
this
time.
is a great illustration. I love it.
Thank you.
What do you think, chat? Is it a great illustration? Because I think it is. I'm biased because I'm here and I have to say it on live chat, but you could
Or
say
else
it.
I'll hurt him.
You don't really have stuff about it.
Don't talk about it right now.
It's not funny.
I'm
Funny joke.
joking. It's not domestic abuse.
can't joke
Just
about
abuse.
Oh, it's just regular abuse?
No, I would never.
Oh, so you said you had bento on a set a few weeks ago?
Oh, nice.
What was in your, tell us about the bento. I love bento culture too. I'm all about that bento life.
Bentos are vibe.
Was there a Cup of Noodle emote?
I guess so, on Twitch.
Oh, okay.
I assume.
Was that when people were salty?
Why would they get rid of the cup noodle emote? Are people using it offensively or something?
Interesting.
I don't know.
Maybe they just had a limited time
Maybe it just wasn't as popular.
license. Yeah, so whatever. Curry. Oh, curry. So imagine the same thing could be applied to ramen, except that you need to add water first. Yeah, they do have a lot of like instant. The instant curry game over here is pretty good. You just put them in a bag, and then you
Yeah.
microwave it or put it in hot water. And
You can get them from like famous restaurants and stuff. That's like a thing here. Like you can get like really gourmet curry in like those little packets, like from like 5-star places. That's like a thing people do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I once got a friend like a really deluxe curry for like a going away present. She was like, "Oh my god, it's so rare and like good." I'm like, "Yeah, I know."
Sri Lankan curry bento tight. When you pull the
Neat.
string, it gets hot real quick. When you pull the string, tight.
For real? Or fantasy?
They're for real or for fancy? Because I haven't seen that, but that sounds awesome.
For real or for play?
I mean, you do have the things where like the chemicals, right? Like you break it
Yeah.
up and they get warmed up, so it's very possible. Yeah, that's tight.
That is true.
Where'd you get? You got that in Aichi? Look for that.
Oh, cool.
That's something we feature on a stream.
Yeah.
We'll try to put it on a stream one of these days.
Did it taste good? That's the important question.
It's a Sri Lankan curry, and that sounds pretty good.
I don't know what Sri Lankan curry is.
Isn't that?
Is it like
Similar to Nepalese curry?
Nepalese curry?
No.
I don't know.
Ooh, are we doing it for lunch? It's gonna be lunchtime over
I want curry. Oh, we have curry.
here. Yeah, we don't have naan though. We gotta make some naan.
You don't need naan. You could do rice.
True. Correct.
Or you could just eat bread.
Yeah, I guess you could have bread. I could just have rice and then have just flatten out the bread, cut out the crust, and just flatten it out. Yeah, I'll just do that.
Well, you just eat bread. I'm sorry.
Okay. So in Tokyo, okay, cool. So
That makes sense.
yeah, oh, that's true. Scribble Guy's right. It's a stream day. You gotta treat yourself after a stream. I mean, I'll treat you after the stream. I'll treat you.
I want curry, but I don't want to go outside.
That's true. It is.
So hot.
The heat of the sun is hotter than the curry would be eating.
Yeah, there's a curry restaurant nearby that's so good.
Right there. I mean, if you like, it's not that bad.
Maybe. Think about it.
Yeah.
I might have to finish the stream soon though, because
Yeah,
I
we're gonna
don't think
get
I'm
that
gonna
soon.
finish coloring it on time.
Yeah. So, if you want to call it, we can call it.
Could do soon, but just a few things to say. Thank you, first and foremost, for everybody who stopped by. It's really lovely to get to know everybody, and thank you for your support. I'll post the finished version of it later today on my Instagram. So if you don't follow me there, please be sure to follow me on Instagram at Chrissy Diggs.
Yeah.
And then this is going to be a sticker design. So if you're interested in owning this beautiful story of kinship and friendship, think about joining my Patreon at Chrissy Diggs as well.
Not quite wet bulb around here, Thrillmo, but it's getting there. Some days are just quite hot.
What?
Do you know what the wet bulb temperature is?
I know. I don't know what that means.
This is like 6 weeks, but wet bulb temperature is like. Actually, I'll just look it up because I don't want to spread any misinformation. Wet bulb temperature is the temperature read by a thermometer covered in a water-soaked cloth.
Oh, it's not quite that hot.
Yeah, and so it's like the temperature where it's just like impossible to do anything.
Yeah.
I think was that a fair explanation of what a wet bulb temperature?
How hot is it? It's 93 degrees. It's pretty hot.
Yeah, pretty hot.
Although it's getting to be like crazy in America, I've heard. Like hundreds degrees.
Yeah, people flocking to Death Valley to experience the
Like
hottest
140
temperature
something.
in the human history.
It's goofy.
Not the planet's history. The planet's been hotter, but it was a molten core. That's not true.
When it was on fire.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, the issue is how fast it's happening, right? Like, if it was getting this hot slower, species would have time to adapt.
But it's like every year it's getting progressively hotter.
Yeah, every year is just the hottest year ever.
It's not a good thing. I don't think.
Mhm.
Well, all right, beautiful people. I love you.
Thanks, yeah. But this is going to be... We're trying to make this Chrissy's regular stream day.
Routine.
Routine stream day.
If it's not a sticker, it'll be something else.
Yeah. We'll try this for now. I think it's a good time for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the more important thing, right? Like being consistent,
Yeah.
and having a good time for you.
Yeah.
And it seems to be the evening of a lot of people, so...
It kind of works out. So hopefully this works out for you guys too. Hopefully you'll
Yeah.
stop by again.
Stop by. We don't know. It'll maybe be art next time. Maybe it'll be video games. Maybe it'll be some other thing.
Maybe it'll be both.
Maybe it'll be both. Yeah, you could do some art. Would you want to make fun of art on your AI art on your stream? That seems like a fun thing to do.
It could be.
Yeah, just like make fun of AI art that you've seen in the wild.
Yeah.
That'd be a fun thing to do. But we'll see.
We'll see. But yeah. Well, thank you guys very much for your time and attention. Love your faces. Oh, I can't say that. That's like a Philip DeFranco thing.
How about Minaski Day?
Mina daisuki da yo!
Minaski! No, I don't like that. Yeah. We'll come up with a better catchphrase later.
Yeah, it'll come naturally.
Love you, bitches. No,
that's
too
not right
nice.
either. It's too
90s.
hard. All right. Well, see you later. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Love you guys. Hopefully come back again, and bye. And I'm gonna awkwardly close my stream because I